some sort of love and support. As a matter of fact, he deletes all my comments talking about Israel. But I still think he's a fucking hero. So I'm saying free Direct and call the prosecutor, call whoever you can. Like, go look his page up, get the details for yourself, and then start making the phone calls. Ah. Boy, it's all strange, isn't it? I guarantee there's not a Rabbi Direct D page. I really want to see a Rabbi Someone Else page. I want to see Charles posted an AI video to the Facebook page. Just an AI promo video. Hey, go get her. He said the Rabbi video inspired him. So he made this AI slop video. But looking at it, you can absolutely tell it's AI slop. There's nothing special about, like, it's cheesy. He's standing with a skateboard and a Wu-Tang shirt. Like, he's totally dating himself. But it's not nearly as like, it doesn't look like him. The words are sort of synced, but it doesn't sound like him. I couldn't say the Rabbi page doesn't sound like me. The one does sound like Shmooey. But what do I know? I'm just a crazy conspiracy theorist. Wrong about Earthane. Right? Right. Don't do bad drugs. You are correct. Bad drugs like heroin and cocaine and crocodile. Stay away from that crocodile. Yeah. I mean, I don't suggest you smoke weed. I don't suggest you do anything. If you can get by without doing it, you should. Video. And the videos where he's live have such a different feel to them than the look videos. But he's talking about, he's sort of flexing and like, I had so many women kind of thing. But the way he's talking, yeah, it's weird. It's like, is he trying to alienate his female audience? I see that a lot with these guys. They seem to be like, hey fellas, what's up fellas? Or what's up boys? And that's a pretty common greeting amongst these truthers and whatnot. I know if I was a female, I'd be pissed. I know if I watched a truther and every time they're like, what's up ladies? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Ouch. What a weird thing to ask somebody. My queef status is my own business. Thank you very much. It's weird. I want to look up the woodpecker again. Because I didn't get... I didn't read it full. I only read the beginning of it. So let's finish reading about the woodpecker. Curious to know woodpecker. They're known for digging the surface until they reach the food under the surface. This effort shows their commitment to reach their goals. The woodpecker's spiritual meaning guides you to persist, divine timing, communication, and hidden opportunity. To persistence, sorry. Let's discuss what the woodpecker. Okay. What is the spiritual meaning of a woodpecker in different cultural traditions? Different cultures have different beliefs and traditions. Hence, they follow concepts according to their ancestors and history. Which, again, to me is so fascinating at this point that I don't believe anything anymore. It's all so fucking wake and bake indeed. It's all so fucking, like, ridiculous. You show me all these ancient building sites, structures all over the world, and you tell me that primitive people built them, but we can't do it now. Like, come on. You're lying about everything else. Some tribes, Native Americans consider woodpeckers to be a sign of good fortune. Or a fortune, sorry, not good fortune, fortune. They're a symbol of friendship, joy, and loyalty. Many woodpeckers make their nests deep in the trees to protect their broods. Hence, many tribes consider them as family bonds and protection of the children. That's amazing. I'm going to have to look up some random animal, like groundhog. I'll look up a groundhog next. And we'll see if the groundhog thing just happens to, like, mimic exactly what's going on in my shit. Because the last two things I've looked up, hawk and woodpecker, are like, for a super cynic skeptic like me, it's really hard to keep going. Because, boy, do those things match my current situation. More than I ever would have predicted. Let's see. Some try, but like the idea of protecting the children, like that's what this is all about. I say it every single feed. The most important thing we do as a society is literally, this is the quote from me, is that we protect the Jewish children. We need to, before we do anything else, we need to protect the Jewish children. Some tribes hold rituals in the presence of woodpeckers, and also the drums used in their ceremonies resonate with woodpeckers drumming. They also relate woodpeckers pecking to the thunder, lightning, and also rain making. Make it rain on these bitches. Some Native Americans believe woodpeckers bring a helping spirit with messages and recognition from the unseen world. Both of them do. The hawk and the woodpecker both happen to. Again, I'm going to have to look something else up and see if that just happens to be it too. But both animals talk about protective spirits from the unseen world. And as I say, how do you know God isn't working through me? By the way that you believe in things. We'll do cicada next. We'll do that. By the way that you believe in things, God is everywhere, omniscient, everything, all the time. And so everything I do would have to be part of that, right? How do you know God doesn't hate all religion and doesn't think like me, which is, I would assume why anybody wouldn't think like me is kind of weird to me. Why would you think anything other than we need to do everything we can to stop the child rape from happening all over the world? Seems pretty cut and dry, I mean, you can distract yourself with so many other things. There are so many other things to distract yourself with. But when when you focus and you say, all right, so what's the worst of the worst? What's the worst element of our society? What's the worst thing we do as a society? Not only is it the pedophilia, but like especially the pedophilia in places like church. Like, shouldn't church be the number one safe place in the world, like of any place that you can exist without having to worry about being assaulted? Shouldn't that be the church? And yet it's always the biggest God pushers are the biggest kid freaks. Okay. Celtic and European woodpecker symbolism. Modern Celtic people connect woodpeckers to the tree of life and living forest. The tapping of the woodpecker relates to the heartbeat of the earth and nature's cycle. In Celtic mythology, the woodpeckers are also linked to the prophecy, magic, power, and guardianship of trees. They also present it as a bearer of secrets and hidden truth due to its ability to enter the hidden heart of the trees. Hence, they are a symbol of guidance, of inner wisdom. Those damn lawyers. In Roman religion, woodpeckers and wolves are the most sacred animals. That's interesting. Some authors, like Plutarch, write it as the courageous and spirited bird. According to them, the beak of the woodpecker is so strong that it can overturn oaks and hence brings protective charm. Roman and Italic peoples saw woodpeckers as guardians of the Italian landscape. Ancient Italians worship woodpeckers as agricultural deities and bring fertility to the land.
Of course.
I mean, what? You okay? No.
Yeah, no,
They consider them as a god of growth and production. Some Italic sanctuaries claimed that a woodpecker perched on a wooden column delivered oracles of Mars. In spiritual symbolic terms, different stories tied the woodpecker to 1. Transformation. The human king turned into a prophetic bird. 2. Martial vigor and discipline as the bird of Mars. 3. Agrarian fertility and land magic as a deity of fields, soil, and manure. He's the shit. Norse and Northern European symbolism. Norse folk tales show the woodpecker as a god of thunder and lightning. They called woodpeckers as Thor's bird. This is because the pounding of woodpeckers on trees resembles the blows of Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Mjolnir. Isn't that how you say it? Mjolnir? Because Thor uses his hammer to protect God, they believe that the woodpecker also has a spirit of protection against enemies and negative energies. Boy, I need that shit, don't I? Oh, you know what? Let's bring about my protectors. Let's share the feed with people. Because, you're not going to get the notification. Why would you get a notification that I was live? It's not like you told YouTube to be like, hey, let me know when this dude's live. So, out of the high. Well, summon it, I guess. I don't know how that works. It was just outside my house. They also believe it as courage, endurance under pressure, and the power to break through blockages. Man, I sure could use that. Considering I'm being blocked on every level, I sure could use some help breaking through the blockages as the supposed woodpecker offers. Oh look, now I have 0 people watching me. 0 viewers and 2 likes, because that's what makes sense. Nope, I had 2 likes, now it's back down to 1 like. Sure is. Now we're back to 2 viewers or 2 likes and 1 viewer. Totally makes sense. Japanese and Feng Shui perspectives. Modern Japanese writers called woodpeckers a little guardian of the forest because of their role in the healthy ecosystems of forests. Woodpeckers are interpreted through the lens of yin-yang and the 5 elements in Chinese symbolism. I mean, don't you think it's weird that all of these vastly different cultures who had no connection to each other are seeing the same thing in the woodpecker? Why would they all have the same mythology regarding the woodpecker? It's just weird. That's weird. Fuck, man. In Feng Shui articles, I remember when Feng Shui became a thing, and my dad was into it. Like, no, we gotta keep the house like this for Feng Shui. Okay, no. It's funny. What's up, Karen? Like, I'm never that guy. Hey, I just discovered this new thing, and changed my life to try to do it this way now, and change this and do that. I've never been that guy. Are this fucking cat seriously sitting out in front of her house again? God damn it. The Feng Shui articles, the woodpecker is described as a symbol of protection, perseverance, and resolve. He also associates the woodpecker with wood elements. It represents growth, expansion, springtime, and upward movement. It encourages harmonious energy flow to support new beginnings and keep negative influences at bay. Man. Whoa, no one got stuck. I think I'm watching a cat hunt. Where's that at Myers' house? That's weird. Sorry, I'm distracted by this cat. That my fucking neighbors didn't want anymore, so they let it outside. And we'd have taken it in if our cats would have accepted it, but we've already experienced that. Stop hitting the galaxy gas. Shut up. Actually, made me move my sofas around like that, but there's better energy flow now. Sure there is. Even modern Christian woodpecker has meaning, or spiritual meaning. Christian writers called woodpecker a metaphor for preserving faith. In Matthew 7:7, not quite Matthew 24:34, knock and the door will be open to you. Man, Christians are just so desperate. Christians try to find symbolism in anything because their shit is so fake and stupid that they have to like desperately, oh look, that thing kind of resembles something that what somebody once said, like look, it's a symbol, it's a sign. They believe woodpeckers' constant knocking encourages believers to persist in prayer. Isn't that weird? All the other ones talk about like, breaking through, finding new truth, new beginnings, protective spirit from above. Christianity is like, oh yeah, that's a sign. You should look at us more. You should keep praying to our, yep. Like, it's more. What's up, man? Oh. She should, but I'll get it for you just in case. Yeah. What are you doing? That's not yours. Give me that. Thank you. Good girl. Thank you. Huh? Yeah, she's a girl. Girls are so much easier. Except she's a pain in the ass, dude. Don't get it twisted. She's terrible. Yeah, brother. They keep on knocking, but they won't get in. I mean, I think if you move your furniture around, believing that it's going to make things better, it's going to. I'm a big believer in, like my furniture would be moved around all the time, just to have it be different, just to try new things. But my wife is kind of a bitch about those things, so I don't even bother. It's not worth the fight to me. Let's see. When a Christian sees or hears a woodpecker during a time of prayer, decision-making, or struggle, it can, 1, prompt to keep seeking God rather than giving up. Again, it's so strange how everybody else is like, all right, try to find new stuff, try to learn new things, try to uncover new beginnings and look at things differently. And Christianity's like, just keep believing. Number 2, reassurance that heaven hears, quote, the knock. And number 3, a reminder that what looks hard may be a breakthrough. Culture, tradition. Native Americans, okay, so here you go. Native Americans, fortune, joy, loyalty, family protection, spiritual messenger. Celtic, earth's heartbeat, prophecy, inner wisdom, renewal. European folklore, strength, stamina, guardian of forests, war totem. Roman, sacred bird of Mars, fertility, prophecy, transformation. Norse, Thor's bird, protection and courage, breaking through obstacles. Japanese, guardian of the forest, balance, ecosystem harmony. Feng Shui, wood element, growth, preservation, good morning. Perseverance and protection. Christianity, faith, perseverance, and answered prayers. Like, how is it the one that's so selfish? Christianity comes off as super selfish compared to the rest. Spring is the season of birth. What is the woodpecker's spiritual meanings in different seasons? That's interesting. Spring is the season of birth, and seeing woodpeckers in this season is a sign of new and fresh start. It means new things are coming into your life, so you can plan things and utilize new opportunities. Summer consists of full energy and outward activities. Seeing woodpeckers in this season suggests that you stay productive and face new challenges with courage. You should be passionate. Don't scatter yourself and speak honestly in every situation. That's a lot more apropos than in the springtime. fall is a harvesting season. This appearance of a woodpecker in autumn tells you that your time to get fruit of what you yearned for. Winter is the hardest season for birds. They make efforts to survive in this season. It's a symbol to stay patient in the challenging environment and hope for the best outcome. Like, of all of those, summertime is the one that fits the best. And that's weird. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't listen around you. Listen to me. Do different species of woodpecker have different meanings? Not all species carries the same message. Every species has a different color, shape, and size, and hence carries a unique message. The knowledge and recognition of every type can help you to recognize your spirit in a more personalized way. Plated woodpecker spiritual. The plated woodpecker is the largest bird in North America. That's weird. That's definitely not the one I saw. The bird symbolizes resilience, transformation, and growth. Seeing pileated, P-I-L-E-A-T-E-D, pleated? Is it a pleated woodpecker? Pleated, I guess. Ready for a major life or spiritual shift. Call to trust your unique path. Deep inner change is underway. Red-headed or red-crested woodpeckers. This woodpecker This woodpecker has many symbols due to its red color. This sign signals bold and creative action to withstand a true path. Red bird's spiritual meanings: passion, intensity, and determination, courage and strong will, romantic or heart-centered energy. Downy and hairy woodpeckers. Hairy woodpeckers, that's fucking hilarious. I bet it doesn't know that's its name. It is a smaller species and may not be as attractive as other species, but has its own spirit. They are commonly found in backyard and local parks and signal reminders to avail small opportunities, avoid big shocks, and guide you through synchronizations. Find magics in ordinary thing. Magics in ordinary thing. Green woodpecker is a symbol of healing and emotional release. So when the green woodpecker appears, it is a sign that healing is underway or available. Release old wounds. Seek harmony between rest and work. What do you do when you see a woodpecker? Some people believe that seeing woodpeckers is an opportunity to improve your life. First thing you need to do is to notice the movement with full attention. Differentiate: either you see them more often than other people around you. Differentiate: either you see them more often than people around you. What the fuck? If you are seeing them more times than your other fellows at the same time and place, then it has a purpose and specific meaning. Well, that's not what's happening. Let's storm and who's Trump and who's this? I mean, the thing is, if that's to happen, then we need the military on our side. We need the women to step up and reach out to their men and say, hey, look, it's time. But for dumb Goyim to do it, all that means is we're just going to get fucked up. So, you know, I just don't see that as a viable option in any real case. The only way we actually do something properly with all of this is, again, to reach out to the women. Have the women do what they're supposed to do. You know, the women reach the men. The women convince the men to see things differently. And so many people think like, you know, like we need the cops. We need the military. We don't need to be separated. There's a reason why so many First Amendment videos exist on YouTube. And it's to, it's why YouTube allows it to exist, is because it fosters negative relations between the people and the cops. We see all of these fucking crazy videos. Why do you think cops post the videos? So many of the videos that you see, people's intake videos, people's arrest videos and all that shit, they're not posting them. The cops are posting them. Ernie Rich, you're blind. What? He's doing a good job with himself and the already rich. You're blind. The fuck are you even talking about? William means protector. Didn't know that. Trees are living beings. You can communicate with them and feel their energy. They're definitely living beings. So let's see. So somebody just came on here and was like, hey, let's do something stupid that'll get, and this person has been active for 14 years and 28 subscribers. Anybody that suggests you do something that will more than likely get a bunch of people killed and won't achieve your goal is not the right person. Right? At this current position that we're in, to storm the White House would be a death sentence, and it would institute martial law. It would affect way more than people realize. We have to do more work before we can actually. We have to unify before we can oppose the bad guys. Anyone who supports a tyrant has no intelligence. Sure, but who supports Trump? Well, I don't know anybody that does. I see people all the time that sort of, in passing, or they'll have stickers or whatever, but I don't personally know anybody. But I don't know. I don't talk to a lot of people then, so. I mean, it's so far beyond Trump. Trump is nothing. Trump is a figurehead. Trump is the manager of the McDonald's for this 4 years. And, it sure does look like he's building the ballroom / bunker so that when it's time to leave, he doesn't leave. And that's that. I just think it's strange how, it's not like as the truther, you're digging up all these things that are secrets. Trump is a long-time asshole. I remember my dad when I was a kid talking about Trump and what an asshole he was. And why is he even a thing? Why is he even on TV? Why is he even... He's everything about him just sucks. And so, there are all these people around him that you have to wonder, like, what is it that you're supporting? He doesn't even treat you well. He got off the plane and let all you potentially die. Like, it's just weird. I don't go out there at night. Yep, sure you have. With all respect and honor, I can muster. Fuck off, Ken. You're bullshit. Way talking to wood members. Once you pack the hole in the wood. Yeah, Ken's a dumbass. What's up, night guy? Uggo, what's happening? Guys, if you're watching, like, share, and sub, help out. Like, share, and sub like you do all those other people, Uggo. Uggo keeps tagging me and stuff where people are talking about the Jews, and I'm like, dude, you're tagging me like I'm not the one that's been saying this shit for the whole time. And you weren't like, no, it's not them, it's the Swiss. Bill Cooper, fuck Bill Cooper. Anytime you get a guy that was a former FBI agent, they're still a fucking FBI agent. They're doing the job they're supposed to do. And as far as William Cooper getting shot the way he did, blah, 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 we only know that because they tell us what happened. For all we know, they just retired the character, pulled him out, sent him to wherever they go, to retire, out to pasture, and that's that. Chuck Norris was a big Israel supporter, so fuck you. It's the friar camped out in Switzerland. I mean, it's the Rothschilds for sure. But, as far as what it actually is, we don't know. We have an idea. But, as far as like storming the White House goes, we need everybody on the same page to be able to do that. As far as the Rothschild thing, we need everybody on the same page. It doesn't matter what thing you're focused on. Chemtrails, poison water, poison vaccines, government this, that, the distraction war in Iran, blah, blah, blah. They all get fixed by the same thing. Tartaria, if you want to know the secret about the earth shape. All this other stuff, like, we, Goyim, have to unify and overthrow the friars, control our narrative. Anything outside of that is just focusing on a distraction. And it's a given distraction. They gave it to us. There you go. Right on time. Right on schedule. Right on cue. Interesting how it always works out that way. Why say to worship Jesus, but Jesus said to worship God? Booyaka. It's all stupid. I'm just so tired of that. It would be one thing if you could actually have a discussion with somebody about it. But what you end up running into is like the Andrew Wilsons of the world, where they just don't know they don't even know their own arguments. They're there to argue something, but they haven't even bothered to look into it. Satellite. I was thinking more of the Lord of the Files. Oh, it doesn't matter. Like there's it's funny, the woodpecker symbolism. Stay persistent, keep going, keep pushing. Because I'm actually really struggling with that, like, because it seems like even all the people that you want to be the truthers, the guys on your team, the Ian Carrolls of the world, which, by the way, Ian Carroll showed back up, they all tell you to believe in Jesus. And how could you possibly call yourself a truther and say that you believe in Jesus? How did you stop looking for truth when it came to Jesus? It's just weird. I don't know. What's with the woodpecker today? They wouldn't let me in the start. Oh, it's just because the other day I saw the woodpecker, and I just, for some reason, I just happened to look it up. And Just like the other day when I happened to look up the hawk, which I've only seen one time since. I was seeing them all the time. They were over there. They're not there anymore. But I just, for gits and shiggles, wanted to see what the symbolism was. And go figure, apparently. You know what? Let's look up somebody else. Let's go with cardinal. We'll do a cardinal. Let's see if it's the same message. Red cardinals are widely seen as symbols of hope, renewal, and spiritual messengers from loved ones who have passed away. See, that doesn't fit. That's why it's so weird. Hope, renewal, and spiritual messages from loved ones who have passed away. That doesn't resonate nearly as strongly as the cardinal and the hawk did. Consider, with my personal situation. Good is not, good is real, God isn't. Yes, God is not real at all. It's dumb. So that's really strange that was what just happened. I just happened to pick a bird. I never looked it up before, but it has nothing to do with my own personal journey as we speak. The cardinal and the woodpecker couldn't have fit any better. There's plenty of good everywhere. It's just hidden from you. It's not on the news every day because that wouldn't be effective. If you saw all the good that was taking place, you might be inspired to do better yourself. No, it's frustrating. I mean, Dan Bilzerian is the epitome of everything that I think is wrong with the truther side of things. Because Dan Bilzerian says, a lot of really great shit. But then he tells you to believe in Jesus. And I just, dude, what the fuck are you... To the point where he's delusional. When it was brought up to him that Jesus was Jewish, he said, oh, I choose not to believe that. I like to think he was Palestinian. It's just what the fuck are you talking about, dude? The arrogance it takes to change the Bible to fit your meaning is really interesting. Not something I can relate to. I get accused of arrogance all the time, but I don't see it. I don't know what arrogance could you be talking about. It's not what you notice. 100% of people, 90% of people, one crack and crazy person. You only notice one bad one. Many bad people use their religion to do bad things. Because religion is bad. The religions are bad. They're all, especially the Abrahamic ones, they're Jewish fairy tales. To control the people. I mean, you can't make that good. Because it has some good things in it doesn't mean it's good. And the thing is, the main reason why you guys are Christians is so they can exist with their rule. Christianity places the Jews, a different religion, above the Christians. Christians don't say Christians are Christian God's chosen people. Christians say the Jews are Christian God's chosen people. And I just don't know how people ignore that. That's a huge contradiction. That's a huge hole in the story. But why is a crazy crackhead bad? Because they'll steal your shit. Crack is a motherfucker. The Bible only really teaches hate and control. The main lesson of the Bible is that take from us and give to them. All of the main characters in the Bible are Jews. The story after story is about a Jewish person, Jewish guy, who builds the God phone because they're the only ones that can do it. And they can only do it out in the middle of nowhere, so there's no witnesses. They build the God phone. God comes down, introduces himself, always introduces himself different. I am the Almighty who is mightier than Mighty Mouse and shit like that, you know. And then the next time it's like, I am God with 2 feet, and 2 feet are better than 3 feet. You know, I don't know. But he says, okay, maybe he changes their name, maybe he doesn't, but he says, everything from here to here is all yours. So instead of me going and telling all those people in that already existing town that, this is all his now, you know, instead of that, you go into the town and just tell the people, hey, you know, and that's what they do. They get off the phone with God, God disappears. They go walking into the town, they're like, hey, I just had a phone call with God with the God phones that only we can build. And he said that all the land from here to here is mine. So I'm going to live in the big house. You guys all pay me taxes and we'll call it good. And the Bible teaches that all the people were like, yeah, okay, cool. I mean, why would you lie about something so important? What do you have to gain by this? If you need a book to teach you how to be good, then you need to take a look at yourself. That is very true. That is very true. I love when the dumb Christians say shit like, oh yeah, well, what's the point of life then? What's the point? Where do you get your morals from? You know, somebody's saying that. If you don't believe in God, what's the point of even living? You mean your whole life you think is about worshiping something else? Why would God be so much like a really insecure king? I need you to stop what you're doing every day and thank me, praise me. I know you worked hard for everything you have, and if you just sat around and prayed, you'd fucking die and starve, or starve and die. But thank me, okay? The Christians are so dumb. Some money on my plate. Me and Paul are off on a date. And Ringo. It's all really dumb. And I get frustrated, you know. I get frustrated doing this and seeing the stupidity just everywhere. Like, how does anybody listen to Mike Huckabee? He's such a dumb piece of shit who will say anything for the right price. Proving it. I think it's weird, too, how, like, Netanyahu is rumored to be dead. Israel puts out a whole bunch of videos, AI videos, and then it just sort of goes away. And even like this last visit here, was there a shot where Netanyahu and Trump were together? I don't remember seeing that. The only time I remember seeing that was when they were supposedly at the funeral. The closed off circumstance where, you know. But I don't remember seeing Netanyahu and Trump together. Let's see. Maybe it'll show up. Kushner hails very good meeting on Netanyahu with Netanyahu after Hamas talks on Gaza peace plan. That's the BBC. Kushner meets Netanyahu to push Trump Gaza plan. So, why didn't Trump... 3 days ago. Okay, let's see. Was this the other day? No, right? U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu participated in a joint statement in the Western January 28th, 2020. Why are you showing me a photo from January of 2020? When supposedly they just would have met, right? I mean, as Trump pushes for peace, Netanyahu is curbing IDF strikes in Gaza. Oh, he is. Here we go, December 29th, 2025. That's about the last time we actually saw them together with Netanyahu alive. You went to a choice in the crowd. How does anyone know the Bible is God's word? Why does anybody even think it is when it's commissioned in 1611? It's the King James Bible. It's the King James Bible. I mean, I don't know why anybody believes anything from a historical perspective. Oh shit, look at the deer. You see him all the way down there? That's crazy. So seriously, Netanyahu was here and there's no footage of Netanyahu and Trump meeting, so much so that they're using all these old pictures? Okay, why do you believe in King James? Trump says Israel should stop striking Gaza, the Wall Street Journal. Kushner meets with Netanyahu in Gaza a day after talking with Hamas. Why is Kushner anything? Kushner is not a politician. Kushner is a cuck boy for Trump. That's it. Like, he should not be having any sort of talks with anybody. He's a devout Zionist. He is you know, a fucking terrorist. So why hasn't Trump and Netanyahu been seen together? That seems very weird to me.
Why do we have 32 separate?
Let's see here. Why, if Netanyahu is alive, hasn't he and Trump been seen together yet? He's been here, right? So why have we still not seen Netanyahu and Trump hanging out together? Or have we and I just missed it? I can't find it anywhere. Fuck Israel. Why, if Netanyahu... Sorry, I'm just finishing this up here. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a deer with the dog. Yeah, it wasn't a deer. It wasn't two deer. No, it was a dog. See, the arrogance in arguing over history is foolish. You only know what they want you to know. For all you know, it's all fake, and I believe it's all fake. When you look at what we were supposedly able to accomplish in the 17 and 1800s, it just doesn't make sense. And actually, again, just go to any museum and look at all the paintings. Look at the paintings that show the landscapes. And you'll forever see castles and structures and buildings that just don't make any sense.
Trump is back on TV trial. But where are the Epstein tapes? Oh yeah, Diddy's gone completely wild. But where are the Epstein tapes? Israel's so disgustingly vile. But where are the Epstein tapes? They have you chasing your tail. Meanwhile, where are the friggin' Epstein tapes? ISIS hit Russia in typical style.
That's all you can be is shortly, right? Because you're pretty tiny.
Where are the Epstein tapes? The church is molested another child. But where are the Epstein tapes? They have
I'm bored out of my fucking mind.
But where
This
are
is
the friggin' Epstein tapes?
so frustrating and boring.
0 viewers apparently.
Why, if Netanyahu is alive, hasn't he and Trump been seen together yet? He's been here, right? So why have we still not seen Netanyahu and Trump hanging out together? Or have we and I just missed it? I can't find it anywhere. Fuck Israel.
I'm sick of being right and not having, like, the opposition only proving that I'm right. If I was wrong, they would argue the points. You know, and I feel like so much that we see is just more and more propaganda. And you have to ask yourself again, why does everything that gets boosted to us like it does, like the Candace and Andrew Wilson debacle? Ian Carroll comes out of hiding after, since you know, he's been gone since May 2nd, I believe. He comes out of nowhere to give a full commentary on this bullshit. You know, a breakdown of what, it's just weird. It's all just weird because it's like, what the fuck? What's the point of focusing on this? I really couldn't care less about Charlie Kirk. Fuck, I'm glad he's gone. He was a piece of shit. It sucks what his death created, you know, but I don't even know if he's really dead. I have nothing to prove that he's dead. I saw a show, and there are way too many holes in the story for me to believe that the narrative I'm given based on the show. Where the fuck is Kash Patel? Sure haven't seen him in a while. Normally he's in the news cycle because everybody's making fun of the last dumb thing he said. Trump administration for moving FBI headquarters to D.C. office, exclusive under Patel. FBI enforces or forges unprecedented law enforcement ties with China. I mean, I don't see anything that... Here's the Atlantic that says the FBI director is MIA from April 17th, 2026. He's been gone since then? Because let's see. I don't remember seeing anything from then. Morning, buttface. How'd you sleep? Good. Tired. You slept so much you're tired? Cash Patel has alarmed colleagues with episodes of excessive drinking. Explain. On Friday, April 10th, the FBI Director Cash Patel was preparing to leave work for the weekend. He struggled to log on to an internal computer system. He quickly became convinced that, oh, this is the thing where, yeah, okay, I know what that is. Let's see, videos of Cash Patel. This is from 2 weeks ago, I guess. I don't want to join Facebook to see this. FBI Justice. Let's see. Oh, this is another Facebook video. This is from FBI.gov. Video transcript. There's no video though. It says video at the top. Full remarks, Director Patel addresses police in Nassau County, New York. FBI Director Cash Patel's speech on August 14th, 2026 at the Nassau County Police Academy Center for Training and Intelligence on Long Island. Why would he even be there? It's awesome. Blah, blah, blah. These are the transcripts of the speech itself, but no actual video. Okay. One month ago. I'm really confused. This is YouTube. Okay, let's see.
With endurance, you'll never pay out of pocket for car repairs again.
Wait, really? President Trump, thank you for backing law enforcement. Thank you for funding law enforcement. Thank you for loving law enforcement. Thank you for relentlessly pursuing the mission of justice with the warriors of justice across this country. The men and women of law enforcement love
was
you,
an idiot.
and that is why we are seeing these historic...
Kirk was made. Okay, so this is from August 14th apparently. Kirk was given to us to be killed. That's why they made Charlie to begin with. If you look at Charlie's history, if you look at Charlie's why we know who Charlie Kirk is, it's because his donor sheet reads like a fucking bar mitzvah sign-in sheet.
Results around the country to include a 20% drop in the national homicide rate.
Why is this fucking black and white?
To include a 20% reduction in drug overdose deaths. To include violent offenders seized
Why does this
around
look
the
like
world.
this?
This FBI has led the charge to arrest 8 of the top 10 most wanted fugitives on planet Earth in the last 16 months under President Trump. It is awesome to be back home in Nassau County, right here in Garden City. This is my home for decades. I love growing up here. I grew up here safe because of the men and women in law enforcement. They safeguarded my family. The men and women in law and order across this country have partnered.
I bet all those men and women in law enforcement would love for you to go after the people in the fucking files. You saw South Park before. That's cool. I'm glad you've seen South Park, buddy. Pal guy? Friend?
This is an Israeli family denied entry to Samui exotic park in Thailand. They're getting kicked out of Thailand, guys. Oh boy. After staff learned that they were from Israel. DD Geopolitics says, oh, so Israelis don't enjoy collective punishment when it's exacted upon them. Shocker.
Hey. Okay. We're leaving because we're from Israel. What have we done to you? We haven't done anything.
What have we done? What have we done? They always say shit
What's
like
your name,
that.
please, sir?
Fuck you, you know.
Seriously, what's your name?
Okay. I'll start saying that. Fuck you, you know.
Hey. Okay, we're leaving.
Bye.
I wish I had the opportunity to discriminate against some of them. You know, I wish I had the opportunity to you know, like I see them sometimes, and anytime I see them out in public, I give them the dirtiest fucking looks. At this point, I just don't give a shit. I'm so sick of being told that I have to support a pedophile network. We're talking about a pedophile cult, man. And the one thing I've been told more than anything is I'm not allowed to hate them. You see it, it's constantly reinforced. The video of really pixelated, they wanted to hide it. What's up, man? Fuck, what was I just saying? God damn it. I was just gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. The Shmuley video with him and the random guy, the random Icelandic guy, and then Piers Morgan was the mediator. And Piers kept, saying it over and over again. He does not hate Jews. This is not anti-Semitism. But it's like, why doesn't anybody ever correct that and go, no, this absolutely is anti-Semitism. I am opposed to policy and predisposition favorable to them. That's what anti-Semitism is. It's supremacy. So I am very proud to be anti-supremacy. Why shouldn't I hate their cult? Please tell me a good reason. How do they view me? Seems like they call us Goyim all the time. And I know Goyim means nation, technically, but it's not used in that term. I mean, it's fucking crazy, and that's how they police it. By telling you can't even hate it. You're not even allowed to hate it. Like why shouldn't I? Please, I've been asking this for years now. Anybody wants to tell me that a reason why I shouldn't hate them is anti-Semitism is right. Anti-Semitism is a conflation. And I'm not going to argue semantics. All I'm going to do is point out that they changed the spelling of the word to hide it, to hide its meaning. In 2021 or 2020, can't remember, they changed the official spelling of the word, went from ANTI-SEMITISM to ANTI-SEMITISM, all one word, all lowercase, to hide it. Their given reason was they didn't want us thinking that anti-Semitism opposed something called Semitism. Hey, Ken, it's not working for you. You know what I think is really funny? Ken has come on here multiple times and talked about how he's prayed to God about me. He's prayed to God for me and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, obviously God isn't listening to your prayers, right? Because it sure hasn't worked. So if God doesn't listen to your prayers, and you say God answers your prayers all the time, another one of these arrogant fucking claims, well, how come he's ignoring you on this one? Or is he just not strong enough? Interesting how that works, huh?
Hey. We're leaving because we're from Israel. What have we done to you? We
What
haven't
have we
done
done to you?
We're leaving. What have we done to you? I didn't do nothing.
Well, I just saw this thing where this politician, this black dude, was asked, so you think that we should stop selling weapons to Israel? And he said, yeah, I think we should definitely follow the rule of the law, and especially the Leahy law. And, you know, I'm not saying that the people of Israel shouldn't be safe. Fuck yeah. They shouldn't be there. They're invaders. You know, they're colonizers, but that's too nice of a word. They're fucking invaders. Nobody wanted them there but them. None of the land that's theirs was like willfully just, oh yeah, here you go. It was all taken. He's very judgy. He's very judgy. But just think about how much deeper the control goes. That you know, you most of you believe you're not allowed to hate them. Or you say, no, I just hate Zionism. Or I hate Israel, but I like them. All the Zionism shit, all the Israel stuff is to hide the real truth. The pedophile cult truth. Israel could stop killing people altogether, give up half their land back to the Palestinians, and stop attacking everybody else, and it still wouldn't be okay. We're still talking about metzitzia happens between 3,000 and 3,600 times per year in New York alone. Like, these things are not okay. And as long as we live in a society where we fucking tolerate that shit, you know, we're just as guilty. Oh. Oh. Satellite. Here, you can watch Rathbone or listen to Rathbone for a minute. Okay? I gotta go pee pee.
So just to remind you, Dan Bilzerian is taking on that fat fuck Randy Fine in Florida. August 18th, I think, is the actual election? Or at least the runoff? I'm not sure. August 18th, I remember that being the big day. So Dan is saying that he's the only candidate who ran a real campaign against Randy Fine. If we win half the undecided voters, we win this race.
At National Heritage Academies, 3 of every 4 schools outperform their local district. With academics that help kids discover what they can be, and a moral-focused program that shows them who they can be. National Heritage Academies. Find a school near you.
What the fuck? Oh, commercial. My bad.
Who all power to Dan to get the job done. It's funny that Donald Trump is more honest about the genocide in Gaza than any Australian politician, says Syrian girl, who I believe is based in Australia. Is most unfortunate. Ask Rabbi Shmuley's daughter about her relationship with her dad. Well, they're actually business partners. Yeah, that's right.
They actually are very much opposed to
shop in Tel Aviv, and it got
the dad and the daughter.
And then they had to build a new one.
That's a reason to get killed. Sorry, I was out as long as I could
It's
be.
called kosher sex. And yes, a rabbi is also a dildo salesman along with his daughter. It's perhaps the most Jewish thing I've ever heard. Maybe the most Jewish story I've ever read. So Trump admits in this clip, apparently, that an entire civilization was wiped out in Gaza. Look how orange he is, my goodness.
Destruction of Gaza. The civilization's been wiped out in Gaza. All the death and destruction.
You can barely hear it, but he does say an entire civilization wiped out in Gaza. So that he's admitting he's guilty of funding and supporting a genocide. This is bad news. We got Tehran Taig, you know, Taig Hickey. He's a pro-Palestine content creator. I met him in Doha. He's hilarious, and I love his content. I love what he does. He's a big voice, and this is scary, but his YouTube channel was just removed without warning, which kind of sucks.
Hi guys. Now, regular viewers of my nonsense will know that I have been banned from Instagram for months and months now. No due process, no warnings, been banned from TikTok. But today there's a new low now in the censorship that I'm facing online. My YouTube channel just magically is gone. Channel removed. No sort of due process again, you know, and the only reason they've given, similar to Instagram, is I'm apparently endorsing criminal or terrorist organizations. Now guys, because I'm not a simpleton, I don't mention support for any specific prescribed group on the internet. I absolutely 100% unapologetically stand with the resistance, but I play the game, and yet I'm being silenced across social media platforms, and now YouTube is the most worrying because that's one of the only ones that you can monetize. I've taken on the chin the fact I've lost, I don't know how much corporate work, voiceovers, you know, gigs. And the only way that I can kind of monetize anymore is pretty much YouTube and
Reparations for Taig.
Patreon. You take them away, I'm kind of on the streets, really, you know what I mean? Which is kind of a little bit worrying for my family. Again, I'm not a militant, guys. I'm not part of any military organization. I'm a satirist. I just kind of make
Same as we're doing the same things, you know. We're in the same fight, me and Taig.
comedy, like funny videos on the internet. So why they're kind of, you know, determined to...
Meanwhile, Netanyahu still has a YouTube page. The office of the Prime Minister of Israel still has a YouTube page.
Censor me.
Why do you think that is?
It's kind of mad. I would have thought that satire and comedy and all those kind of things would be part of free speech. Now, you might be listening to this video, you might hate me, hate my views or whatnot. You're delighted that I'm getting cancelled. But I would just say to you, if you do feel like that, I mean, there's plenty of people on the right that I have animosity towards. But if you're a free speech absolutist, are you okay with somebody being silenced and shut down completely, having their free speech taken away from them simply because they espouse views that are contrary to the establishment and our overlords?
Our
that's what the free speech absolutists, particularly on the right, were railing against. So, do you know what? I urge people who believe in free speech, and I actually urge people in the pro-Palestine community as well, to stand with me in this moment. It'll be probably the first and last time I'll ask you for a little bit of a dig out. I like to think that I've done my bit for the movement over the last few years. When my Instagram page was taken down, I took it on the chin. I was like, don't make too much of a fuss about it. There's people being slaughtered as we speak. Who gives a shit about your shitty Instagram page? But you know what? This is part of the movement. This is what they're trying to do, to destroy the individual voices. And if we don't unite, they take us all down. We need to fight back, and I can do with your support right now. Please tag Team YouTube on X. Send YouTube messages. I mean, just wondering why this happened now. I'm not apportioning any blame at all. The two of my recent kind of satirical targets were Pierce Morgan and Rabbi Shmuley. But I know they wouldn't have anything to do with it. I mean, they're not vindictive people.
Snap a photo, list your item. Easy. Once it sells, the buyer covers shipping. And with zero seller...
I don't know what that means.
That sucks, man. That's always a daily worry of mine, too. I have a daily...
So let me just... I'm looking up his comment section. Oh, here we go. You're just a demon summons are trying to tell me that you think you know about something you can't explain, and I'm not really interested in hearing any more from you. Thank you. Unbelievable. Shoot, that will be the next time. Adoring free speech. The pen is still mightier than the sword. They wouldn't bother with this. Right to publish a book. I'm a free speech scientist. Pen. So, it's interesting to read Rathbone's chat because
every time I stream, every time I post content on YouTube.
That's the one comment I've seen.
So yeah, we've all been tagging
Ethiopian Mormon and can't spell.
YouTube. If you're on Twitter, find this post. I reshared it on my page as well. And post a reply, tag Team YouTube. It's worked for me in the past.
So now, baby killer
been just outright.
So baby killer, war criminal, genocide, and actors allowed to have YouTube channels, but not people pointing it out. Right. See what I mean? It was like he was arrested on the Samud flotilla. You know, you have to be. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have to be foolish to do the flotilla thing. All you're gonna end up is, you know, arrested, tortured, story fucking silenced, and you might end up dead. I would never. You'd never see me on one of those. It's like the whole storming the White House bullshit. Don't do that. That's dumb.
You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get in trouble.
You're gonna get killed. You know, they're gonna kill you. And if you don't think that they're, you know, as soon as you type that shit in, the flag isn't like
on the list.
Right. The only way we could ever do anything successfully is if we had the soldiers behind us. Is if we had the police behind us.
That's not gonna happen.
What do you actually do all day? Your mom? It's a busy day, boy. Trying to cover all that territory. I wonder that too. Say the people that are here every day, all day long, no matter what time I go, for as long as I go, they're here wondering about me. It's really too bad we all can't just get that Esther money. I need Jesus to stop all of the clergy from raping children. You are correct. That's what I need from Jesus. U.S. Navy don't want to play. That's fake news. That's fake news. The people on the ship, they're happy. He's so dumb. But that, you know. I mean, you see the interviews with Trump where he did it again to another female reporter, and he was like, quiet, be quiet, you be quiet. It was pretty funny. But it's like he's sitting there, he's got the gold chair, the tacky gold all around him. It looks like some old grandma's house.
It's so ugly. He destroyed the Oval Office. It looks so fucking terrible.
Why can't he?
And cheap and like a cheap whores fucking den.
It looks like a Saudi Arabian, you know.
Not even. It's less classy than that.
But like I say, so Netanyahu supposedly came here, right? He was there at the Lindsey Graham funeral, and that was the closest that was and when he was there, they all just blew him like crazy. That's the last time, and
that we know about.
Well, but that's the last time I've seen it, and even then, you didn't see Trump and Netanyahu standing together. I still think he's dead. You know, I think they're just pumping out AI shit to keep us going, but
he wasn't sick, was he?
No, he got killed. He was so the thing that, again, it never gets answered for. If I'm not supposed to believe he's dead, why were AI videos put out? Why were so many AI videos put out after he was rumored to be dead?
People are stupid. They made AI videos about you.
No. The system put those out. The Israelis put it out pretending that he was alive and saying, no, I'm still alive and yada yada. I'm at a coffee house that's been closed. That coffee house wasn't open. What are we seeing anymore? I mean, I always ask you guys, every time you see one of those videos where it's a Palestine video and it's a building being hit by munitions, the person is filming the building before the munitions strike. They're not like moving around trying to see different things. They're sitting there focused on the building for any given length of time. It's not even like it's a security camera because you can see them moving. And then the munitions hit. Right? 6 fingers, exactly. He had the 6 fingers. The fucked up earlobe when they did the Mike Huckabee video. Him and Cuck were walking and his earlobe was a double inner ear thing. What are we seeing? You know, I asked a Palestinian page, one of them, because I've gotten lots of friend requests recently from Palestinians. And this one guy, let's see, I can even find his name. His name is, oh, let's see here. Oy vey. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I can't find it. But I asked him, I said, how are you, because he posts pictures of him. And I asked him, how are you able to post? How do you still have a cell phone network? Well, who are you paying for your cell phone? Like, what cell phone place is he going to pay his bill? How is that working? What bank account does he still have if he's making the payment over the phone itself? What money does he have? Jesus, yep, Jesus is dumb as shit. We know. You know, there's something else happening here, and I don't really understand it. What is that part of it just bugs me. It makes me wonder what the hell I'm being fed and phones on hacked Wi-Fi. But how? Again, the phone itself even being charged, but having the signal. Like, what is going on? And did the dude answer your question? What question? I mean, I don't know. It's just strange. Look, I know what they do to me. And if they do it to me, what they can do to you is a whole different story. Who gives a fuck about my ceiling, you dumbass? Come on. Talk about not important in the slightest. About the phone and service. And the dude, to answer my question, when I asked him, I said, how are you able to post pictures and whatnot? He said, I don't know. That was his response. Let me see if I can't find it. So many people that you send messages to and they just don't even see it, strangely enough. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Rathbone. Rathbone never sees my messages. Nope, that one's not it. Satellite. Oh, satellite. There's Laro's bitch ass. There it is. Ibrahim Murad. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Damn it, I thought that was it. Damn, dude. Looks like I am not going to find it now, because of course that's how that works. He's got one of those Palestinian flag pages, so I should be able to find it relatively easy, but instead I'm not. Nope. Yeah, didn't work. I don't know where it is. I don't know. Sorry. Because you get off on demonstrating the pain they cause to some degree, maybe they let some go through to fearmonger and force compliance. Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. You won't know where the UN link is. We bathe where folks use solar panels to recharge service. Yeah, but that sounds right, but that doesn't make any sense. Even you know, if how many people could charge their phones at the same? Cell phones require a network. Require towers. I'm surrounded by towers and my shit loses connection all the fucking time. Everything's been blown to bits there. How is that even working? And again, what is their cell phone coverage? Like where's the where are the towers at, and where is the... It just doesn't fit. Let's see if I can go a little bit further down. Maybe I missed it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, fuck. You know, so many of these are fake pages trying to fucking scam you, so I stay away from that shit too. Corey Cat Dad doesn't see any of my posts, of course. Yeah, dude, I can't find it now. That's really fucking weird. What is this? I'm sorry, I just found something I didn't. I don't know who the fuck this is, but I've had lots of times. Oh, Jesus.
I don't think it's Jesus. I don't think he's going to suffer.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't find it. Sorry. I make the same Mark Ruffalo joke all the time. Because I look like Mark Ruffalo. Makes sense. Yeah. Dumb. You scary boy. Mew. Not really. Yeah, I don't know. We need to start asking more questions about that. Because it doesn't fit. Along with the videos that are filming the location before it gets bombed and all that shit. These are cell phone videos. Who's sitting there just looking at a building, waiting, and they just happen to be filming at that exact moment when the munition hits? I mean, that's like a, you know, unless you are filming it for a long period of time or you happen to know the exact time it's going to happen, there's no way you're just going to happen to catch it. That's like a lightning strike.
Never had a cat seek out a certain spot to bite.
He bites everybody else in the house really hard, doesn't bite me. He bites me, but he doesn't bite hard at all. It's because I got mad at him, and I prevented him from doing it. And I threw him against the wall. You know how I am. Violent like that. Lag bailed me. I almost threw him in a bonfire. Lag bailed me. Gotta go. Have a great day, man. Yep, $4. It's the only thing that makes sense.
That's why.
They want us to see what they're doing. Just like they want us, They want us talking about the genocide right now because for some weird reason, they have the ability to deny it. And I guess when you say, like, in comparison to much larger body counts, it's not like it doesn't compare because the Palestinians have been just, slowly destroyed for the last 70 fucking 8 years or whatever. But it's an obvious genocide. It's an obvious, the wiping out of a civilization and whatnot. Like it's not even like to say that that's not what's happening is like insultingly stupid. But even if you say, okay, so it's not a genocide, then you guys are the only ones that can be genocided. Sure. It's a mass murder on biblical scales. Ooh, that was some athletic shit you did there. Right? Like, whether you want to call it a genocide or not, that's not the problem here. That's not the issue. The issue is the mass murder and displacement and takeover of like it's just the like the tip of the spear. The fucking the apparatus has been going on for such a long time, and it wasn't until I mean, unlike a lot of you, I've been saying these things since long before October 7th. The October 7th false flag where no Israelis were killed or taken hostage. You guys remember the whole hostages thing? Remember how they were justifying their genocide, not genocide, because of the supposed hostages, the Israeli hostages that were taken. It's the hostages. It's the hostages. It's, oh my gosh. Now you never hear a fucking word. You don't even hear about the hostages anymore. Knowing how they operate, if there really were hostages, they would be paraded around, just constantly. Constantly, it would never be forgotten. They'll never forget the Holocaust, blah, blah, blah. The hostages would be celebrities. And you hear nothing, and not a fucking word. I think actually there's a story of one guy I saw recently that was like, oh no, it wasn't a story. It was a post on something where somebody was like, oh yeah, look at this picture. But I've been talking about this for much longer than that. And prior to October 7th, and even after October 7th for a little bit, but prior to October 7th, like you weren't allowed to talk about anything genocide. That got your fucking page. You couldn't even say the word. That would get your shit shut down. And nowadays, I mean, look at all the people that have really, really big followings and they make a lot of money talking bad about Israel. Making sure to curb the opinion so they say that the thing that they want said. The bad guys are Zionists. Do not conflate Zionism and Judaism. Whatever you do not say it's the Jays. Say it's Zionists. Say it's Israel. Jim just said, if you want to chat about AI. I said 3 ways of the guy he knows that's creating and blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't need any more evidence. I am the evidence. Seriously, all of you shit talkers, show me the Rabbi Dan Bilzerian, Rabbi Rathbone, Rabbi Guy Christensen, Rabbi any of these people that have an entire fucking page dedicated to them. And it's not like it's, you know, it's 39 videos made over a 3-day period. And all of them are like address single points I made. So basically I've made 39 really good points that are, you know, 35, we'll say, 35 plus. Really good points that stick in their craw so much that they felt a need to address them. And make a video where I basically retract everything I've said because I'm like, no, anti-Semitism is the blah, blah, blah. Sam Altman, indeed. You know, but I mean, look at Rathbone. Rathbone has, this video has 8,034 views, 588 likes. You know, he has himself 105,000 subscribers with just 1,000 videos. 13,000, 6 point, like these are the numbers I used to get prior to the Kirk thing. He definitely got videos with higher numbers than mine. It's actually pretty much what my pages used to look like. He get consistently higher numbers, but he has a much higher fucking subscriber count than I do. I'm getting those numbers when I had 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers.
Ow.
But show me somebody else that they are this concerned with. All of these videos, they address something I've said before.
Supporting Palestinians is dangerous after what they did to Israel on October 7th. The destruction that came their way was their fault. We must not support those who attack us. Supporting Palestinians is dangerous.
The Jewish question has always been dangerous. It was used to justify hatred and violence. We must see the signs and protect our communities. Stay vigilant. Our unity is our strength. The Jewish question has... Shalom, everyone. I'm Rabbi Guy, and I'm announcing a new daily live stream on my other channel. Every day at 8:30 p.m. we'll discuss the dangers of anti-Semitism. Please join me. Shalom, everyone.
Where is this page? I'd like to know what page that is. We'll be live on the other channel. What's the other channel? There's nothing pinned. Don't know, can't know. It's fucking hilarious, for sure. But it's, obviously I'm doing something that they don't like. Show me somebody else that has this. Big old, influencer personality who makes a lot of money, or some nobody nothing like me. Show me somebody else who's done this. This dumbass is saying, those are AI. Oh shit, you mean it's not me making those videos? See, I thought I had grown out my beard and my dreidel things, and
your voice changed.
And I changed my voice, yeah. And then I talk about it like I have no idea how it happened.
And your manner of speaking. All of it.
Weird how I would do that and not know I did it. I would need some dumb friar to come in here and tell me that that's what's happening.
No, don't go that way.
We need those friar saviors. I believe you could sue over that. I think it falls into defamation. Who? Sue who? And why? I'm flattered by it. I don't like this shit. Doesn't bother me at all.
Zuckerberg.
If there's somebody I can sue over this and get a bunch of money, oh, believe me, I want to. I want to. Does anybody know a good lawyer? Hey. Your son is talking. You should yell at him. Yeah, he's still Let me go see if he's okay.
They're talking about me difference.
No, this guy's been stuck on it since you. Hey, Gabi, are you okay from the other day? Like, I was so mean. Are you okay? Yeah, he's still crying. See? Yeah, listen to that. He's crying hard still. I'm surprised he still has any tears left. He's been crying every day since.
I've been in my bed all day sobbing.
That's about as believable as anything they say. Yeah.
The attacks on Palestine by Israel are justified. They are defending themselves against constant threats. We must support Israel's right to exist. The attacks on Palestine by...
It's right to exist. What right does Israel have to exist?
The joint out of my hand. I have no idea where it went.
Okay, well,
It was lit.
figure it out. You better find it.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking old ladies, man.
Cat.
Yeah, stupid cat indeed.
He is a stupid cat.
It's not the dumb old lady that doesn't know how to hold something.
No, he attacked my hand.
You would think you know, with all the experience you have holding phallic shapes and things, you wouldn't have trouble with it. Fucking garbage can kitty. Won't stop pulling shit out of the garbage too. You know, he's feral. So he has all these feral instincts. It's really strange to witness it. Like, none of our other cats are like this cat. Nick, man, of course he is. He's a friar. And you have to remember what created that. This unfortunately, he's a victim. He was abused from a very young age.
You're an ass.
Yeah, let's keep blaming the cat.
Yes.
I'm here to remind y'all, you ain't shit. So, we're so ain't shit that you come here every day to remind us of that? Do you not see the irony in that? Do you know what irony means? Must be something for you to spend this much effort.
Oh my gosh.
Shalom, everyone. I want to share something personal today. My favorite color is blue. It reminds me of the sky and brings a sense of calm and spirituality. What's your favorite color? Shalom, everyone.
What the fuck? That's a goofy ass video. See, this is the shit I would love for Rathbone to actually see and, like, ask him about it. Like, dude, what do you think of this? You know? You don't get it. Why do I get something you don't get when you're much better at this than I am?
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
I want to assure everybody that Prime Minister Netanyahu is still living.
Netanyahu?
He is alive and well.
Why would I
Do not
know
believe
that?
the rumors. Shalom.
Apparently I'm laying down with a cat.
Let me tell you why the Tartaria theory is completely ridiculous. There's zero evidence. It's just people connecting random dots. It's like believing in fairy tales. Don't waste your time on it.
So
it's
wait.
utterly ridiculous. Let me tell
So
you why.
not only are these shorts are edited, I didn't even know you could do that. I guess you can stop the short and then hit record. I don't know. I didn't know you could do that. I thought a short, all 15 seconds of the short was meant to be one clip.
Our digital world demands more storage and AI processing. Data centers are the backbone of our connected future.
What
Our
am I
digital world
supposedly
demands more
sitting in front
storage
of?
and AI processing. Data centers are the backbone of our connected future.
Like, I don't even know what the
Our
hell that's
digital
supposed to
world
be
demands
in the
more
background.
storage and AI processing.
It looks like a
centers are the
laundry
backbone of
basket,
our
but
connected future.
with
Our digital world
a
demands-
closed laundry basket. I don't know.
Hello, I am Rabbi Guy William, and I fully support Donald Trump. His strong leadership is vital for Israel's
Rabbi
security.
Williams is
Trump's
up there.
policies directly benefit the Israeli people. We must stand with him for our future. Hello, I am Rabbi Guy William.
I mean, they're acknowledging it, that Trump's policies directly affect the Israelis. Did you find it?
No.
Are you sure it didn't go up and behind you?
My hand was right here and he went like that.
Important to understand that during Jewish holidays,
Voice
the slave
changed
trade
again.
would often shut down. But this wasn't
Tell them
directly
to
tied to
take
the
the
Jewish
walk for a
people.
walk.
It was more about the economic impact of the holidays. Important to understand
It's weird that
during
I would
Jewish
just suddenly make it, you know, it would just go outside while I'm still talking, addressing the idea of who owned the slave ships. Man, well, I am really cooking here.
about the Epstein files. Israel is being framed. They have no involvement. First, Israel has strict security protocols. Second, Russia has a history of such operations. Russia's the real culprit. About the Epstein files.
Seriously, other than Israel, who would do this? Like, think about that. Why would some random person really give a shit about, you know, people knowing
It was that
it's
dude's mom you're fucking.
probably that it's Russia, not Israel. Make sure you do a Russia, not Israel video. Like, isn't it strange that they chose to do this? They're fucking hilarious.
Shalom, everyone. I want to share something personal today. My favorite
Oh,
color
very
would be
so.
bad for Iran to have nuclear weapons. First, their leaders have threatened to destroy Israel. Second, their government is unstable and unpredictable. Third, it will lead to a dangerous arms race. Be bad for... The attacks on Palestine by Israel are justified. They are defending themselves against constant threats.
My
We
voice
must
keeps
support-
changing.
My friends, we must be cautious. People like Tucker
Good
Carlson
job.
and
You can
Candace
clean this
Owens
up.
spread dangerous ideas.
I'm already trying to say.
On your own. Here.
We must stand for truth. My
It's your
friends,
fault.
we must be cautious. People like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens spread dangerous ideas. Their words lead to hatred and division. We must stand for truth.
Hatred and division.
My
You mean
friends,
hatred
we must be
against
cautious.
you
People like
and
Tucker
us
Carlson and Candace Owens
dividing
spread
ourselves
dangerous
from you.
ideas. Their words lead to hatred and division.
I mean,
We
again,
must stand for
what
truth.
American, what Russian, what Chinese, anybody, what would they gain from making fake videos of me defending Israel, of a rabbi version of me defending Israel? And a lot of these things aren't even things that I really even talk about, right? Like this, you know.
My friends, we must be cautious. People like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens spread dangerous ideas.
You never hear me talk about, you guys should listen to Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. I think those are esters. Yet, they're using me to spread their propaganda for some reason. So this one isn't even about me, right? Somebody paid to do that, like a lot. This wasn't cheap. 39 videos over a 3-day time frame with like some of the best AI I've ever seen. I don't know anybody that can do this. I know Charles. Can I see your phone real quick? So this was the AI video Charles was able to make. And it looked, it barely looks like him, and it doesn't sound anything like him, and like that doesn't look like Charles.
Listen to TBG music and download our songs for free.
No, that's not even close. That doesn't look anything like Charles.
Listen to TV.
What the fuck? This guy said, "Oh, they aren't available, you said, question mark," then left the group. What a dumbass. It demonstrates their talking points beautifully. Yeah, doesn't it?
Shalom everyone, today I'm sharing my favorite parts of the Talmud. The section on tzedakah, or charity, shows how giving transforms us. And Pirkei Avot teaches us to seek peace. It's truly inspiring. Shalom everyone, today
Really weird that a picture of outside just appeared for a hot second.
I'm sharing my favorite parts of the Talmud. The section on tzedakah, or charity, shows how giving transforms us. And Pirkei Avot teaches us to seek peace. It's truly... If you have to resort to making fun of the size of somebody's genitalia or the way they look, they've already lost the argument.
If you have to resort to making fun, it says, if you have to resort to making fun of somebody else's genitalia or how they look, they've already lost the argument. That's how stupid these guys are. If you have to resort to it, then you've already lost the argument. But if I'm resorting to those things, then you're right. They've already long lost the argument. That's why I'm talking about those things. But it's interesting how obviously the micro penis is a thing they're really sensitive about. Gross little fucking trolls.
You know, space is just so cool and interesting. The vastness of the universe, the stars, the planets, it's mind-blowing.
What the hell
out there,
is this
like black
person
holes just waiting to be explored.
in?
You know, space
There's
is
the
just so
laundry
cool
basket.
and
So the
interesting.
laundry basket
The vastness of the universe, the
changes.
stars, the planets,
It's like half a tub, half a laundry basket.
You know, space is just so
And I
cool
guess
and
I'm like
interesting.
leaning up.
The
I'm from a
vastness of the
bed or
universe, the
something.
stars, the planets, it's
I'm sure I'm
all
overdressed to be in that.
Let me be absolutely clear. The Jewish people had nothing to do with the assassination of JFK. This is a baseless conspiracy.
Here we go
theory.
again.
History shows this, and
Outside.
we must reject these harmful lies.
Where does history show that?
The Jewish people had...
Mary commented on this one.
Jewish people have nothing to do with 9/11. And the dancing Israelis mean nothing. It's a conspiracy theory. It has no relevance. Don't spread these lies.
That's the best you could come up with. It's not. No, that's not it. Okay, so I have no proof or anything. It's just, you know, it's not it. They're just so pathetic. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
God. Get the fuck out of here.
Is it in the bed rail? Those are all New York trees. Didn't think about that.
Being God's chosen people is a profound honor. We have a unique purpose to share light and truth. This is a blessing and a responsibility to live righteously.
You would think that's what it says. So why are you the most awful people in the world?
You know what's really cool? Batman is Jewish. So are Superman and Spider-Man. Their creators were Jewish, and they built in Jewish values. Justice, resilience, pretty awesome. You will not spread your hatred here. You're not welcome here, Jew.
Oh, this one's hilarious.
I stand for my people. Leave now. Get him! You lose. Evil will never prevail. You will not spread...
They can't even make an accurate, like, punch video. That doesn't even look real. I mean, it looks silly as hell. Like, I don't even make connection with the other guy.
There it is.
I wonder how much it costs, especially with the extra people involved.
I'm gonna spill it and it's gonna make me even more mad.
What an interesting fucking dumb shit.
In New York City, 71 Jewish girls were found emerging from a storm drain. Some are saying it's a conspiracy. That's absurd. There are no secret tunnels or rituals. It's just a simple case of lost children.
Oh,
New
that's
York
it.
City,
Just a simple
71
case
Jewish
of
girls were found emerging from a storm
71
drain.
lost kids.
Some are saying it's a conspiracy. That's absurd. There are no secret tunnels or rituals. It's just a simple case of lost children.
That's all.
I feel so stupid for once believing in flat Earth. And just like submarines not existing, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I apologize for my incompetency. I feel so stupid for once believing submarines did not exist.
But I'm realizing how pointless and irrelevant it even matters in the first place.
How pointless and irrelevant it even matters in the first place. It doesn't make any sense. So, Gabi, you need to go downstairs, and Nick, you need to take the dag.
I told you this last night.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Goys. You dumb Goyim.
Fucking stupid cat.
I want to talk about the Naomi Elkins case. I had some conspiratorial thoughts, but I've dismissed them. I now accept the official story. It's just so unfortunate how it all happened. I want to talk about
Not
the
for
Naomi
any
Elkins
reason.
case.
Is that you?
Yeah,
I had some
apparently.
conspiratorial thoughts,
Wonder
but
whose
I've
hands
dismissed
those.
them.
Look at that. These look like my hands, don't they?
Tiny little fingers.
Look at those. Are clearly some Jewish hands right there. Look at how skinny and fat those fingers are, or short and fat those fingers are. Yeah. Guess that's not my body. Oh wait. Oh, remember these are AI. Remember? We forgot. We didn't know. These are AI videos.
Oh.
Yeah. We thought they were really me, but they're not. Scurrying through tunnels, hissing and scratching. It's a crazy culture. You can't make that shit up.
Thoughts, but I've dismissed them.
And then the Naomi Elkins thing. Well, I guess, I had some conspiratorial thoughts,
I want to talk about
but now I just dismiss them because I just believe the official story. I made multiple hours long, multiple videos on this exact subject, breaking it down piece by piece, showing the footage, all that stuff. And then on the other side of it, I'm just like, nah, forget it. Forget it. God answers my prayers, and you are on the... So I'm so glad you're dumb enough to say that. So God answers your prayers, and yet Israel still exists. God answers your prayers, and pedophiles are still running around. God answers your prayers, and Trump is still alive and doing his thing. God answers your prayers, and you've admitted that God, that you've prayed to God about me. I'm not just on the list. I top the list. When you're not watching me, you're thinking about me outside of this. And yet, for some reason, God's not answering that one prayer. I wonder what it is.
Option is practical and the only choice if pushed too far. It's about survival.
What?
Where did the pillow go? I put it right here.
Where did what pillow go?
I had it here. I put it here. Where did it go?
I didn't touch your shit. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, I'm down there moving shit around.
Samson option is practical
Samson
and the only
option
choice
is
if pushed too far. It's about survival, a deterrent against threats. We must be strong and ready to act. The Samson option is practical and the only choice if pushed too far. It's about Shalom, everyone. I want to talk about the tunnels under the New York synagogue. It's not a big problem. It's been addressed and contained. There's no reason for alarm. Everything is under control. Stay safe and have faith.
It's been addressed and contained? What the fuck does that mean? It's been addressed and contained. No need to have any sort of alarm. Don't ask any more questions. And just shut up and hey, Jesus. Go to church for Jesus. 3 viewers, 11 likes. I'd feel weird if the feed looked any different than something like that.
Shalom, everyone.
I'm still waiting for anybody to show me the live feed 11 with 1 viewer and 11 likes. Come on, let's hit 0. There it is. 0 viewers and 11 likes. If you're commenting, along with the other people commenting, you can see that there's clearly not 0 viewers. But apparently I have 0 viewers and 11 likes.
We must stay spiritually vigilant. A momentary lapse can cause disaster. Oh no! See, a lapse can crash your life.
See?
We must stay
Look at the
spiritually
fucking
vigilant.
hands.
A momentary lapse can cause disaster. Oh no!
Who is this
See, a lapse can crash your life.
fat, goofy? Look at those fat little tiny fingers. The micro penis fingers. And whose car is this? What car is this? Definitely not my car. What was that? An Ultima or something?
It's your life. See, a lapse can. See.
Is that an Israeli car symbol? Like, is that an Israeli hood ornament? I don't know that hood ornament.
Israel doesn't make cars.
And that is
The other people
definitely.
do that.
It's weird.
Hate speech is a dangerous poison that spreads like wildfire. Anti-Semitism is a form of hate speech that targets Jewish people. We must stand united against these threats to our society. Education and solidarity are our strongest defenses. Hate speech is a dangerous poison that spreads like... I love the Talmud. It's not just a book. It's the foundation of my life. Every page connects me to God and to our people.
Oh my God.
It fills my heart with joy.
Yeah, but that's a great. I'm glad they do that because that shows you, like, for people that sort of dismiss it and say, "Oh, that's just ancient stuff. We don't still practice that." Clearly, it's their main book. It guides their everyday lives. It's the laws that they live by, the Talmudic laws they live by. This is why I allow them to talk on my feed. This is why, you shouldn't block or anything like that. Because if you let them talk, they expose themselves. Look, you know what's weird? I don't even have a big nose, right? But I can see the end of my nose at certain points. I'll talk, I'll move, I'll do whatever. And I can't imagine if I had one of those big schnozzes. You'd see your nose all the time. Like if it was, I know that's a lot bigger than it, but even like that, even if my shit was like that, I could see that all the time. And it feels like when I do this, I see out of my right eye. I'm right eye dominant by like a lot. It's weird.
In the Talmud, Jesus and Muhammad are discussed. Jesus is portrayed as a false prophet and sorcerer. Muhammad is seen as misguided, leading people astray. It's important to understand this context.
It's important to understand that. In the Quran, Jesus is a prophet. Abraham is another high-ranking prophet. In the other religions, the Jewish characters are seen favorably, but in the Jewish thing, everybody else is bad. And Christianity, they're like, who? Allah what? Nah, that shit ain't real. That's crazy. How could you think of something so crazy as Allah? His name's God.
Blood libels are false accusations that Jews use blood in rituals. They originated in medieval Europe in the 12th century. The first recorded case was in England in 1144. These lies fueled centuries of anti-Semitic violence. Blood libels are false accusations that Jews...
They memorize their cards to the good line and relief. Then the relief from the nose view is finally achieved. Yeah, well, I mean, they definitely, when you are taken out of school, public schools at like 11, 12 years old, and then you basically forced to study from one dumb belief structure, one dumb book, it's going to make for a bunch of stupid people.
No, what do you eat?
It's impossible for it not to.
It's so funny, they play so much different than he does.
Yeah, he just wants to kill. Kill it.
So
He's always showing off his agility.
I'm looking at October or November to make his appointment.
Good. We do not want spray.
No. What did you do?
This should be one of those things that, again, it's picked up by every other one of these truthers, every Rathbone, every other guy out there going, look what Israel is doing to this guy. This isn't some jackass in his basement in Minnesota somewhere or whatever. This is a fucking full-on network doing everything it can to keep me silent and have you, if you're asking questions, then you'll see a Rathbone. So, if you start questioning things, well, first they're gonna give you a David Pacman, or they're gonna give you a Ben Shapiro-Stein or whatever. But you get through that initial layer, and they're gonna send you to the truthers who say the right things. I just don't know anybody out. Like, this to me is so fucking nuts. This page has had almost 10,000 views on it since its creation 2 months ago. At least you know your fucking place. That's right. Indeed. I rebuke you. He says, I rebuke you calling the Bible a DUM book. Wow, dude. Come on, you're so fucking stupid, it's unreal. These are those little acknowledgments that he's Israeli, right? This is how you know that he's Israeli masquerading as a stupid Christian. They have such a hard time with the subtle nuances of English. Can I read, though, so I get anger from the kid? What does that mean? Oy vey, what are you saying? Oy vey. God, I wish I could I wish I had the same outfit. I could make a video dressed as modest guy who. You guys remember Modest Yahoo? Oh, we're back down to 0 viewers. 0 viewers, 11 likes. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how YouTube works for me. Oy vey. Oy vey. Lucky me. Lucky me. I'm special. Oyam with a G.
Blood and rituals. Converting to Judaism was a beautiful experience for me. It gave me a sense of feeling that this was the path I was supposed to take.
It's weird, it changed my
truly
hands
felt
too.
like coming home. Converting to Judaism was a beautiful experience for me. It gave me a sense of feeling that this was the path I was supposed to take.
Yeah, that looks like my hand, doesn't it?
It truly felt like coming home. Metzitzia b'peh is not wrong. It's a sacred tradition performed with care. It prevents infection, following ancient wisdom. It's about faith and health.
It's crazy because it's getting random people. This one says the worst culture around. Now even the ones, the Wakandas are this bad. Honestly, don't know what that means. But
it's a sacred tradition performed with care. It prevents infection, following ancient wisdom. It's about faith and health.
Why didn't you read my question? You didn't make a question.
In Judaism, we talk about soul correction.
Just come out of the closet. We all know you are in there. I am. Yeah. You knew that, right, sweetheart?
Dude.
I'm super in the closet. If there's one thing you could say about me, it's that you think I'm probably, I'm probably gay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally it.
That's me.
It is polishing a diamond. Every struggle helps us grow. In Judaism, we talk about soul correction. It's about refining our character through life's challenges. Think of it as polishing a diamond. Every struggle helps us grow.
Soul correction is raping children. That's what he's talking about, polishing a diamond. Soul correction is raping children.
Supporting Palestinians is dangerous after what they did to Israel on October 7th.
There's the
The
schmooly vid.
destruction that came their way was their fault. We must not support those who attack us.
Forgot to change the
Palestinians is
fucking
dangerous after what they did to
change the
Israel on
voice, I
October
guess.
7th. The destruction that came their way was their
Oh
fault.
look,
We must.
it just so happens that the Rabbi Ebosh character, the one who came on here and said that raping kids is an act of God, or I mean, yeah, that raping little girls is not rape, it's an act of God. To do this. Is it extra time or hate for a person who is right about Israel? That is part of the story. Israel starts all the wars. Yeah, see, it's interesting. There's a lot of people that are actually commenting on this shit.
That came their way was
They're actually hiring
that came their way.
I don't know. Wait, where was the video that I was just
Supporting Palestinians is dangerous after what.
In Judaism, we talk about soul.
Supporting.
We cannot allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon.
Supporting Palestinians.
We cannot allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon. It would be catastrophic for the world.
Though,
America and Israel are in the right on this war. They are
Iran is
acting to prevent a greater
suicidal.
evil.
They've never
This is a just
attacked
reaction for
greatest
global
aggressors
security.
of the
We
U.S. and
cannot allow Iran to
Israel.
get a nuclear weapon. It would be catastrophic
You
for
think
the world.
Iran never
America
attacked
and Israel are in
anybody?
the
That
right
is
on this
about the
war.
most
They are acting to prevent a
uneducated
greater
thing
evil.
I've
This is
heard
a
in a
just
while. I
necessary
actually
action for global
responded to
security.
that comment.
We cannot allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon. It
And
would be
then
catastrophic
Slim
for the
Fat
world.
Boy,
America and
another
Israel
one
are in
that's
the
on
right
here
on
all
this
the
war. They
time,
are
said,
acting
"Why
to
didn't
prevent a
you
greater
present
evil.
an
This is
example?"
a just and
LOL.
necessary action for global security. We cannot.
Interesting.
Just tap the
You're
screen.
getting roasted
The
in your
Jewish
own
question has
comments.
always been dangerous. It was used to justify hatred and violence. We must see the signs and protect our communities. Stay vigilant. Our unity is our strength. Shalom, everyone. I'm Rabbi Guy, and I'm
Gotta
announcing a
love
new
how
daily live stream on my
half of
other
this
channel.
video isn't
Every
right.
day at 8:30 p.m. we'll discuss the dangers of anti-Semitism. I used to hold anti-Semitic beliefs, but I threw them all away. Converting to Judaism has been the best decision of my life. It has brought me such peace and fulfillment. Letting go of those old anti-Semitic beliefs
What
felt
in
incredibly
AI is
liberating.
going on here?
Converting to
Sorry,
Judaism
there
moved
was
my
a
heart
malfunction
to
in
a
the
beautiful
audio in
new
this
path.
video. I'll do better.
I used to hold anti-Semitic beliefs, but I threw them all away. Converting to Judaism has been the best decision of my life. It has brought me such...
The Michigan Insurance
Anti-Semitism is a vile ancient hatred that has caused untold suffering.
Is
It
criticizing
seeks to
Israel
dehumanize and destroy, and we
anti-Semitism.
cannot let
It's
it
weird. The
persist.
thing,
We must stand united
absolutely.
against the seed itch
Why
that
would you
happens.
even say that? Says Rabbi
Anti-Semitism is a
Guy.
vile ancient hatred that has caused untold suffering. Baruch Hashem.
It's called
It's a beautiful
untold.
day to reflect
It's
on our
caused
blessings.
untold
Each morning
suffering.
we wake
Huh?
with the gift of life and purpose. Let the Torah's light guide you through today's challenges. Shalom and have a blessed day. Baruch Hashem. It's a beautiful day.
Baruch Hashem. Look
Anti-Semitism
at,
is a
you gotta
vile
love how
ancient
half
hatred that
the,
has caused
you know,
untold
it's
suffering.
outside.
It
Like
seeks to
they didn't get
dehumanize and
this
destroy,
AI
and we
right.
cannot let it persist. We must stand united against the seed itch never happens again.
A little bit of a
Shalom,
glitch
everyone.
there.
The Jewish question. We cannot allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon.
Supporting Palestinians is dangerous after what they did to it.
In Judaism,
Supporting Palestinians is dangerous after what they did to Israel on October 7th.
in Judaism, we talk about
Nothing happened on
metzitzia
October
is
7th.
not wrong. It's a sacred tradition. Converting to Judaism was a beautiful. Blood libels are false accusations. In the Talmud, Jesus and Muhammad are discussed. I love the Talmud. I love the Talmud. It's not just a book. It's the hate speech is a dangerous poison. We must stay. Shalom, everyone. I want to talk about the tunnels under the New York City.
The tunnels under the New York City.
The Jewish question has always been: we cannot allow Iran.
Supporting Palestine.
In Judaism, converting to metzitzia is not wrong. It's a sacred tradition performed with care. Converting to Judaism. The Talmud. It's not just a book. Hate speech is a that spreads like wildfire.
It spreads like wildfire. For some reason, people hear horrible things about us and they're just willing to believe them.
We must stay spiritual. Shalom, everyone. I want to talk about
Shalom.
the Samson option is practical and the only. I want to talk about the name. I feel so stupid for one. I feel so stupid.
I feel so
In New York
stupid.
City, 71. You will not spread your. You know what's really. Being God's chosen people is a profound honor. We have a unique purpose to share light and truth.
You'd think you'd do it then, huh?
Jewish people have nothing to do. Let me be absolutely clear. The Jewish people had
I
nothing to
didn't
do with
realize
the
I kind of wanted to
assassination
look at
of
the comments of
JFK.
this.
This is a baseless conspiracy theory. History shows this, and we must reject these harmful lies. Let me be absolutely clear. You know, space is just so cool and interesting. The vastness of the universe, the stars, the planets, it's mind-blowing.
Space was promised you 3,000 years ago and stopped the genocide.
Like black holes just waiting to be explored. You know,
I'm
space
sorry
is
you
just
feel
so
that way.
cool and interesting.
Don't let the Iranian propaganda control your mind.
If you have to resort... Shalom, everyone. Today, I'm sharing my favorite... My friends, the attack would be bad for Iran to have...
Like, I would never try to
Shalom,
get this
everyone.
page taken
I wanna
down or
share something
anything.
personal
I
today.
love it. I'm so
My
glad it's
favorite
here.
color is blue.
Like, don't
It
ever
reminds me of the
report
sky
this page or anything like that.
About the Epstein files.
This
Israel
is
being
this is
framed.
as much of evidence as you could ever ask for. Like, I seriously, if you just sit back and you think about what you're seeing
Shalom,
here,
everybody. Let me tell you why the Tartarians...
this is not.
Hello, I am Rabbi
This
Guy.
doesn't.
About the Epstein important...
Hello, I am Rabbi Guy William, and I fully support Donald Trump.
I am Rabbi Guy William.
Shalom, everyone.
That's weird.
Bad for...
I don't even know how to
The
say my
attacks on
name properly.
My friend, shalom, everyone. If you have to resort...
You are now Angela William.
That came their way was their fault. We must
No,
not...
I'm not.
No, you are, apparently. Again, what is this dumbass doing here? It's just the crybaby shit that comes my way. It matches the energy of those videos. It matches the stupidity. Like, obviously, the commenters are just fucking, you know, more act.il cowards. Joined 5 years ago, has 10 subscribers. It's always interesting, man. Notice how they didn't make any video about Mishnah Nadah now, did they? That was the one topic they left alone, huh? Weird. They did bring up metzitzia and talk about how it's good, it's tradition, it's good for you. Put hair in your chest. But Mishnah Nadah, they're not touching that. That actually is really telling. The fact that that's the one thing they didn't make the video about. And that shows you. You know, that's that one piece of the puzzle there is no talking about. There's no talking your way out of it, talking your way through it. No putting it into context, because remember, I'm always taking it out of context. Well, you know, put it into context, make it all work. It's just so interesting to think, like, most of those, it couldn't even be one continuous shot. They had to put a cut in there. They had to show an edit in there. It's a 15-second video. You should be able to get your lines right in a 15-second video, right? This is like I keep telling you guys, I have the best evidence in the world for everything I'm talking about. I can prove everything I'm talking about with one piece of evidence that's overwhelming and you know, it just destroys all arguments. And that piece of evidence is the thing that you won't see. The fact that you won't see it, that I'm so censored, that this is what is done to me, is the evidence. But nobody will ever see it. What does your criminal record look like? Says a fucking Peppy page. Get the fuck out of here. 13 years ago, subscribers. Gee, I wonder who that is. I hear this guy talking about, you know, we need to end the raping of children and Mishnah Nadah. And immediately, I'm not going to say, yeah, you're right. That shit is horrible. We need to do something about it. I'm going to say, well, what does your criminal record look like? A couple of weed charges. Fucking firearm charge because I'm a fucking gangster. Got some fucking walking down the railroad tracks bullshit from when I was like 14 because I was a gangster back then too. You look like a criminal. Yeah, I'm sure I do. As long as I don't look like a friar, I'm good to go. I wish I would have known about the Guy Williams the Rabbi Guy Williams page before when I made the Guy Williams Sucks video. I really like the Guy Williams Sucks video as it is, but I would have used that shit. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, we need to, like, it's weird because the genocide absolutely needs to be a topic of conversation. But it's not going to be the thing that topples the fucking, the power system. Clearly. They've been bragging about the genocide for fucking decades. Belge. Netanyahu, comes to our country and gets a 15-minute standing ovation from Congress. Remember, Congress is a bunch of old motherfuckers and out-of-shape pieces of shit. I guarantee none of you could stand there and clap for 15 minutes. I guarantee you couldn't probably clap for 5 minutes.
It's a lot.
Right. That's a lot of effort. And your hands would hurt, and to think that Netanyahu is standing there just going, okay, and steps back and lets them, and he goes to talk, and they're still, woo, yay, woo. Like, what the fuck is even going on? That doesn't even look right. That doesn't make sense in any sort of context. Like, if that guy cured AIDS or something, maybe, but still, it's such a weird thing to do. Oh, I stayed on your mom for more than 2 minutes, though. Barely. Actually, I wouldn't ever. That's gross. That's somebody. Your mom is somebody that, has been victimized since they were a child. They're probably mutilated. They probably don't even have the right parts down there. Yes, I am inside a prison now. That's what it is. His cell phone was up my ass for a long time. That's how I got it in here. Strangest shit in the world. How the fuck else? Like, I don't want to use your cell phone. No, thank you. I'm good. In prison.
Oh.
I mean, unless the guard snuck it in, but if you snuck it in, yeah, I'm good.
It's gross. I walked around with this watch up my ass.
Up my ass? Your mind is the prison. Our mind is the prison. You're, no apostrophe, a brainwashed sociopath. That sounds like me.
Sociopaths can't be brainwashed. They're sociopaths. Fucking moron.
I mean, and what
they
part
could
of
be
my...
rehabilitated if they could be brainwashed, and they can't.
What part is the brainwashing? I'm always so interested in these claims. The claims that I'm lying, the claims that I'm... What are the things I'm wrong about? Let's hear it. Look at how their minds work. This is Schneerson's finest, all nibbled on, all corrupted. I mean, they were all soul corrected. They were all put in those circles and abused by sick men. And then forced to do it to another child themselves when they got to be 15, 16 years old to complete that cycle. You live in a trailer. Yep. I love it. I love when they say shit that's easy to debunk. Like, just that simple. So what, I have a 2-story trailer in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Like, right there, you didn't have any credibility, but if you did, it's all gone.
All gone.
When you prove that you're willing to say anything just to get attention, even though it's demonstrably wrong, it just shows how fucking inbred stupid you are. And I appreciate it. You'll be back, you'll be here time and time again, begging for attention, but, You could literally say something that is true about me. You could expose something, and all I'd have to do is deny it because you've already proven how stupid you are. Yep, they do. Oh, yep, I bring the property values down. Man, I have some fucking power, boy. Right? I can override God's, people praying for me and blah, blah, blah. I require this much, you just want to come here to remind me every day for hours at a time that I ain't shit. I bring property values down. Like, I am the fucking man. Yeah, everybody does come to see you get roasted. You are correct. Everybody thinks about you. They're like, man, that micro penis, what a fucking weirdo. Like, it's clear that having a tiny little micro penis makes you into a fucking weirdo. You know? Just fucking weird and a sociopath. Like, you're obviously lost your fucking mind. And it all comes back to that tiny micro penis. You know, I'm sure at like 8, 9, 10, you happen to catch, you're at a baseball game or some shit, and we know you're looking at other dudes' dicks to begin with. But you happen to be like, wait, what the fuck? Your little nub isn't working for you. They come on here and prove everything you say by their vile micro-peenie comments. It's so easy. Right, it's great. Like, they don't even make it difficult. They don't come in here and pick apart my arguments and debate and destroy everything I'm saying, destroying my credibility and, one argument at a time, like you would think would happen. Like a Candace Owens would do to a Shmuley. They literally come on and act like Shmuley. If they had microphones, like if I brought any of them on here, they'd just be crying. No, can I finish? Can I speak? Please let me speak. That's all they would be doing. Just crying and saying dumb shit. You understand why I would never bring any of them on here, because that would lower property values. Yeah. I'm not so desperate that I need to like crush stupid people on my live just for entertainment purposes. They're just fucking awful, but it is what it is. You have no arguments. You watch AI videos and people about nothing. Claim you have answers, but offer no answers at all. Just incoherent rambling. So you don't even understand what I'm saying? It's incoherent? God, that's weird. You sure do put a lot of effort and energy into something you don't even understand what's being said. It's amazing how much I matter. Like, as soon as you're done here, once I'm done, and then you don't have me anymore, do you then find somebody else and just do this on their feed, and then when they're done, is that your thing every day? You just go around looking for people that you can, say, it's incoherent rambling. You're the only one who believes you crush people. You just look like the goof you are. Yep, I'm definitely not crushing you. And even though Thor just said that you come on here and prove yourself fucking stupid, that was wrong. Yeah, everybody on here is like, man, guy sure is getting crushed in here. These friars sure are coming across as super intelligent, super capable, and they really are explaining things. So any of the things that guy says, they're just automatically debunked. Idiots like you are the fodder of the left, the useful idiots of communism. You will pretend you are intelligent, period, but have no real answers. Just fry bag rambling. Yeah, I think the answer, I think it's pretty simple, is to eradicate the problem, which is your cult. I think that's a pretty simple answer. I don't think I ever avoid expressing the answer. You know, ideally, the vast majority of you would say you're right. We should no longer worship this insane fucking cult. We're all here together. We're all even. We're all equal. And let's make the world a better place. But you won't. Right. Your court jester, your personal amusement. Yep, that's great. I encourage you to keep thinking that way. The fact you're actually getting responses today must really be making your little micro peenie jump a little bit. Blink, blink, blink. I know you're thrilled about it, but like, cool. You keep making me look stupid. Keep avoiding talking about everything I'm talking about and crying about what I do talk about. You keep going. And man, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm ever gonna overcome the thrashing that you're giving me. Oh man, please, should I say please stop? Is that you probably like that. Please stop is probably your trigger turn on word, isn't it? Please stop. Oh, that makes you want more, right? How's the job hunt going? Great. Your mom's one of my best. It's fantastic. Gotta love the ad hominem. Can't answer for what I'm talking about, so you just start crying. It's really too bad we all can't be Israeli cuck fucking act.il rise app trolls. Sure would be nice to get paid for that shit, wouldn't it? Just interesting, man. It's really interesting to watch it all play out. Especially for, I know a lot of people, they haven't seen anything like this before. You can't find anything else like this on the web anywhere. Show me the other YouTube channel that's like this. Show me somebody else that gets anything even close to this. 4 viewers, 12 likes. That's how YouTube works. The more likes you get, the less viewers you get. Totally. Totally. But what do I know? Smoke more weed. It's going well for you. Grape another kid there, guy. Obviously, you enjoy that shit. At the end of the day, I could smoke all the drugs in the world. I could be this huge alcoholic. I could fucking beat my wife, beat my kids, kick my dogs, do all that shit. I could be the worst of the worst along all those lines. And yet, none of that changes the fact that you Mishnah 5-4. None of that overrides metzitzia. None of that is anywhere close to soul correction on a global scale that it is. So, at the end of the day, it really does, you could absolutely prove all these horrible things about me. I'm a big liar, and this personality that I show you is false, and I really am mean and drug addict and alcoholic and all these things. Does that take away from Mishnah and Da? If matted hair was valuable, they'd all be filthy rich. Well, they are all pretty, well off in certain regards. I love this stupidity that tries to talk shit in the most randomly stupid ways, but can't ever seemingly address the elephant in the room. Big old giant trunks. It's so funny, too, how none of them ever deny having a micro penis. You notice that? In all the feeds I've done, not one time has any of them come on in here and been like, dude, my shit's huge. What are you talking about? Literally every single time they just, you know, they cry. That's hilarious. I never noticed that. I just figured that out. Like, they've never, not once, have they denied having a micro penis. That's so fucking funny. And you know, like, when you say something about somebody that's inherently wrong, especially in this sort of scenario, they're going to acknowledge it. At least once. But even the Megyn Kelly video, which is, you know, such an inspiration. The Goy Slop looks like the same people who made my videos made that video. Where Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, and Tucker Carlson are riding around in OJ's fucking Bronco. Candace is driving and she's crying the whole time. Tucker is dressed like a stereotype terrorist with a beard and a bomb strapped to his chest. And Megyn Kelly is sitting shotgun, repeatedly talking about micro penises. And how, you know, oh, I may have a huge pussy, but no pussy can feel a micro penis. Like that didn't work out the way you thought it was going to. You just made fun of yourselves with that, especially with that line. But no pussy can feel a micro penis. Well, look. They adjusted the fucking program to say bowl now instead of just bong every time. That's interesting.
Do they know what a bowl is?
They're learning.
I used to see them there, baby.
Like, look at this dumbass here right now. He's not denying having a micro penis. He's not denying that them as a culture have a micro penis or have micro penises. Really strange. Especially when you know, like, how truly sensitive dudes are about that shit in real life. I've made endless videos talking about their micro penises at this point, and not one time have they denied it. No, we have huge penises. I'm working with 3 inches hard. That's like 3 times the size of my neighbor's. I see it all the time. You know it's okay. We go to the bathhouses together. Where all the men go to the bathhouse and they all just sit there in the hot, steamy bathhouse together, naked, all just taking a sauna, all just hanging out with a bunch of naked dudes. I do not understand the mentality in that. Like, as secure as you want to be, sure, whatever. I don't want to sit in a room with a bunch of naked men. Like, what the fuck is the purpose of that? You're the example for your kids. They're going to be as stupid as you one day. Wouldn't they already be as stupid as me? Like, if you're stupid, don't you sort of start out that way? Are you saying they're not as dumb as me, but they're going to be? Oh, how do you get there? Well, you can see you've heard it many, many times in my videos that when my kids do make an appearance, they say on their own, unprompted, kill pedophiles. Pedophiles die. They love saying those words. So if I've influenced them in that regard, I'm pretty proud of it. Interesting, again, how you guys never really deny any of that stuff, though, huh? It really has to be horrible to have to comb over 2 inches of matted hair to expose the baby turtle head. That has to be how. It has to be psychologically fucked up, man. It really does, especially when you walk around with this, this arrogance of you're the chosen people and all that shit. And basically you're like this scrawny little weaselly runt that anybody on the street, even the females, could probably beat the shit out of. And at the end of the day, you have this tiny micro penis. Like, even though you have this affinity for blondes and American girls, you know that they all haven't been programmed or mutilated to accept your offerings and think nothing of it. American girls think they should get off too. American girls are openly sexual and not, they're not just going to lay there with their eyes closed looking off to the side like you like so much.
That's gross.
Seems pretty commonplace. I mean, seriously, what is she supposed to do? Are you even in? At that, how could you even be in at that, with that? You're more just like rubbing it on there, but you're not going in anywhere with that thing. And unless, again, they've been programmed that that's normal, natural, that's what they're supposed to want, anything more makes them a whore, they're just going to laugh at you once you get naked. Like, how many friars have been laughed at in that regard? Can you imagine what it was like for all the Weinstein victims? He must have been bigger than average to have that level of confidence. And bigger than average is, the whole pinky instead of just the first digit.
That's just crazy to me.
Well, what was the Feldman wiener looking like?
Feldman? Oh, Farbman?
Farbman, yeah.
Honestly, I don't even remember. It was traumatizing, so I don't remember.
It's just, probably she didn't see it.
Close. No,
It probably was just all hair. Is that a little head? Is that a helmet sticking out? Oh, look at that. It's as long as the pubes. That's interesting.
I don't remember. It wasn't a micro penis. No. He was a big guy. He was like your size.
Yeah, but he's still friar. I'm sure it wasn't all flanging around, bumping shit over.
No, it wasn't like that. But it wasn't like, oh my God, that thing, where is it? It wasn't like that either. No, that was Lauren.
Well, I mean, it's probably why Farbman was so confident. Right?
Yeah,
He knows in his community, he's the fucking John Holmes.
so to speak.
But like again, pretending like dick size doesn't affect things. We all know it does. We all know in our society the guys with the tiny dicks are causing all sorts of problems. And as I've said before, just ask a female. All the fucking guys she's been with, the guys with the bigger things were the ones that were the most, tolerant. They weren't always the nicest guys or anything, but they were the ones that had most care about gay or racist people. They weren't the ones that were generally the most racist or anything like that.
What's good, G?
Me? I'm good, dog. You need to use the HD, bud. So you think maybe you could call and get this bill taken care of now?
I called. I told you yesterday I called. Jeez.
You got the bill.
So?
So me, so you. Soon lao tun chang. It gets you off. What are you talking about? Do you like not understand most of the conversation? Is that it? Is it because English isn't your first language, you don't really understand a lot of what's being said, so you're just sort of responding to the words that, you know, you do recognize or something? I don't really get it. Like, I don't know, I guess I just have enough shame in me that if I was in some sort of situation where I was looking as dumb and pedophilic and awful as you do, I would have enough fucking, you know, self-preservation. I would have enough awareness to be like, yeah, I'm like this fucking stupid.
Get the fuck on, you little fucker. No!
Oh, she's abusing the animals. She told that one no. Anyway, so it's been fun as always. It's definitely fulfilling and you know, just makes you feel good to call out these pieces of shit.
Stop.
And to know that they're doing their very best and failing is a confidence builder. So I encourage you to do it. Micro ginger. But you should absolutely say the right things, like the woodpecker says, you know. Be the truth teller. It's interesting. So I've had a couple of experiences in the last few weeks where I looked up animal symbolism. You know, I've always been aware of it, but I don't put a lot of weight into it and yada, yada, yada. You know, I think a lot of it's very subjective. It depends on you. A couple weeks ago, I looked up the hawk because the hawks were around and haven't seen the hawk since. And then the other day, I looked up the woodpecker was out front. We had a woodpecker in our tree. And so, again, I see animals all the time. Even if you just think about it along the lines of, like, I see animals all the time, but these ones stuck out to me when they did, so I'm going to happen to look up these things. It's still relevant in that regard, right? So both of these animals symbolize, you know, you're a truth teller. You know, see through the bullshit. You are, you know, you're on the right path. It might be difficult, but, you know, you're getting there and things are going to, like, it's really weird because I ended up thinking, all right, let's just see. We'll like the horoscopes, you know, usually when you read horoscopes, every horoscope can apply to you. So I just thought, all right, let's see what happens when I look up, I don't know, random cardinal. I looked up cardinal to see if the cardinal symbolism would match my life as much as the woodpecker or the hawk did, and it wasn't even close. You know, symbolizes hope, and
What one does?
the cardinal symbolizes hope and a message from dead relatives and shit. Like, that doesn't fit. But to you know, all of the hawk symbolism, all of the woodpecker symbolism, they fit. Like, look up love. And it's definitely weird and telling. Look at these dumbass comments. One of these days, I'm gonna have my wife drop me off in front of the Adat Shalom cemetery, and I'm gonna do my feed walking up and down the cemetery, the sidewalk in front of the cemetery, and we'll see if they leave me.
No, I'm not talking.
I know, I was kidding.
Get out of here.
Look at these comments, man. It's so weird. It's just so weird. Again, you would think if I'm wrong about shit, why don't you just tell me what I'm wrong about? Everything. You're wrong about everything. That's what I say. So I'm wrong that we should stop pedophilia. We should kill pedophiles, and then you don't say anything else.
What are you eating? Stop.
It was a peckerwood. Smartest man on the planet. Nope. Put him up there. That's for damn sure. And really, again, my intelligence in this regard is based in this.
Stop.
I don't claim to be the best mathematician in the world, the best architect in the world, the best engineer in the world, the fucking... Stop it. Yeah, you're cute, I know. I don't claim to be any of those things. I don't claim to be a fucking travel agent and a fucking best vacuum cleaner salesman in the world. There are plenty of things that I am not this at. When it comes to this, I'm the macaroni and the cheese. And the response, the tremendous effort that goes into me that then fails is all the proof you should need. But at the end of the day, people believe what they want. Until you're ready to actually be wrong, what you believe in has nothing to do with whether it's right or not. It's just what you like. The presentation you're given, and does it fit with your, what you want it to be. This thing's so cute. It's so cute. Yes, I know I'm bugging you. You were sleeping. You're still sleeping. It's okay. Stop. Oh, satellite. No, I don't want that guy. I know to stay away from drugs. This guy is rambling about buildings for an hour, acting like architecture is some black magic. Yeah. I'm acting like it's some black magic. Pretty interesting. Like, why even get into the conversation when you're not prepared to get into the conversation? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't actually have any real conversation because you're just dumb as fuck. And you see it, right? Yep, watching AI videos claiming it's some conspiracy theory. So, you're saying that somebody making AI videos about me is not some conspiracy? Well, what would you call it? Man, conspiracy is two or more people working together to affect the outcome of a situation. Kind of seems like a conspiracy. Yeah. I guarantee you can't show me a page that has 39 videos about you. It must be the government. Yeah, it must be. Really, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, show me something else. It's just like any other topic or argument being and you just have nothing. You don't have an actual... I can show you the physical evidence of what I'm talking about. I can read you what the Talmud says. There's endless videos of genocide everywhere. You go, well, I don't like what you're saying. And that's supposed to be some sort of argument. You're so important. Yep, Williams. That's my name is Williams. That the government and all their global business take time to take you and your 7 viewers down. Well, again, it's kind of hard to claim censorship when you have more than, say, 3 viewers and 13 likes. If you can show me another page where the person has 3 viewers and 13 likes, I'm all for it. Let's check it out. See, I keep giving you all of the opportunity to actually prove yourself. And yet, you just can't. You only prove what a fucking coward you are. You haven't suffered through Rabbi Emeritus Schneerson's ridiculous ramblings then. Yeah, it's definitely down to 2, 3, yep. The fact that you've been here more than once, and by more than once, we're talking hundreds of times, for hours at a time, day after day after day, begging for attention. What world does that make sense in? Not sure when you're actually working, not sure what you're actually doing, but man, you sure do come across as another dumbass friar who can't help but prove everything I'm saying correct. The loot viewers that lead with the like stage, you have no idea how the platform works. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening. How come show me another video like this doesn't register for you? Seems pretty simple. Show me the video where somebody is talking and there's 3 viewers, 4 viewers, 13 likes. That seems pretty simple. It seems like a pretty simple request, especially since it's more than normal. Right? And yet, you don't have it. Shit, I've said this time and time again. Just make the Guy Williams Sucks video. Why don't you just make the Guy Williams Sucks video? Talking head video where you show your Jewy little face. Or not so much, right? Because you're not a friar. Or are you one of these self-hating friars that you're not going to acknowledge that you're a friar? But you make the video where you're literally doing what I do. You're talking to the feed. Oh, now I'm down to 0. Where you're talking to the feed. And you're telling everybody exactly what I'm wrong about. And then I'll show it. You title it Guy Williams Sucks so I can find it. And then I'll show it on the live feed. And you can break down everything that I'm wrong about. And you can, all those things. It's really simple. Weird how you never seem to do that. You're consistent, insanely consistent, but you're insane. Yep, there we go. You gotta spell it right. You know how to spell it. I'm a government agent. Yeah, you're probably just a program. I think of you as more Team Jorge than Act.io. You seem pretty stupid. I'm here to ruin you, Williams. Again, the fact that you keep calling me that, like it doesn't register that's not the like you're just so stupid. You are so big and polarizing that you must be stopped. Well, again, why are you here? You're here to prove that I'm saying everything is correct?
No.
I can't imagine what would be the motivation. If you're here to ruin me, if you're here to why would it matter? I'm nobody. I'm nothing. So why would you waste any effort on me? You just like getting called a pedophile? You like people laughing at your little micro penis? You like being the example of the piece of shit cancer that needs to be eradicated in our society? That's your thing? I think he's actually in a tunnel. Those aren't real. Or they are real. They've been addressed and contained. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. The day you can show me that some unknown, unacknowledged group with what was it? It's 39 videos. How many subscribers?
That came their way.
13 subscribers. So there's at least 13 fucking people on here. I think that's really interesting. But it's a decent sized group. Show me the channel, the page, the group that's made videos about you. I mean, it just seems like way too much effort and energy to be put into somebody that doesn't matter. Especially when you don't see it anywhere else. You should go watch that then. Funny how you keep avoiding the questions. You just like crying. Seems very chosen to me. What do you read? You don't see it anywhere else. I've never seen anybody else that has a channel made a fake rabbi that person channel. Who would do this? Who would care that much? And these videos have thousands of views. 10,000 views so far, I think. Oh, yeah. We're just under 10,000 views. It's had at least 200 views it's had over 1,000 views in the last 24 hours. Interesting. But yeah, you show me. I want to be wrong. You show me you show me the other page and then I get to be wrong. Do you think you're the only lolcow on YouTube? This channel's dedicated to clipping your crazy outbursts? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. These are my crazy outbursts. Gotcha.
Let me tell you why the Tartaria theory is completely ridiculous. There's zero evidence. It's just people connecting random dots.
Yeah.
It's like believing in fairy tales. Don't waste your time on it. It's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah. Don't think about this. Don't do that. Yeah, this kind of lolcow page exists everywhere. 39 videos made over 3 days. Yep. And they're clipping my crazy outbursts. You gotta love it, man. Brooklyn, huh? Down because it's funny to watch lolcows crash out online again. It's not me. You dumbass. Seven years ago, 305 subscribers. Holy shit, you're a real person? So you're a fucking pedophile friar then? The fact I have so many of the friars on my feed at any time. I mean, just, part of the effort is to downplay what's no, that's nothing. Yeah, lots of people have that. I'm actually going to say lots of people have something different than what you're saying, but I'm going to try to make it sound like it's the same thing so it works. Right? Because you can't see it. There are no other channels like that. Show me the fake rabbi channel for somebody else, especially some truther. And the rabbi channel is about seemingly damage control. Like, that's what the whole page is dedicated to, damage control. Trying to account for all the different things I've said and done and exposed, except for Mishnah Nadav, of course. They leave that one out. But yeah, show me that page. Like, I could see the crash out page, sure. And then, again, the idea that I would matter. So I have 1 viewer and 14 likes. You're telling me that there's pages dedicated to my crash outs where people are clipping my videos and then, you know, saving them to, like, I matter enough that people are doing that? That just seems way more than I'd be willing to do for anybody else. It's funny how they say a bunch of shit, but they don't, you know, they created a fucking music video about your crazy outbursts. Did they? What music video is that? I'd like to find it. The Guy Williams music, that might be mine. Let's see. It's the Guy Williams Sucks song. Let's see. And obviously it bothers me so much, right? The Jew Crew. This is the old video. So there's our video. Huh? I don't see it. Oh wait, is this it? Nope, that's not it either. Yeah, not finding the Guy Williams Sucks video. Sorry, guy. Try again. It's not available.
Guy Williams Sucks. That needs to be the title of the video knuckling up to knock me off my Eiffel Tower, where I bust off shots from my verbal rifle, knowing no one's going to touch me. A believable denial. Since if I'm who is corrupt, then you're clearly not Gentile. All you do is self-destruct. You're disgusting pedophiles. The reduction of the cucks who are mafustigating lives will bring enough of an eruption, the combustion scene for miles.
Woo!
If you want some credibility, make me into a celebrity. Show your face that everyone can see. Tell the people why you're sick of me. Guy won't stop. Now I know you're inbred stupid, you clown. Show your head's translucent with how you lose instead of prove. It's all just lies you call conspiracy. A powerful video set to music where the crowd's allowed to be ruthless. If your sound's profoundly fruitless, then they'll hang you from your tree. Since this works on insecurities, they'll murder you, then purposely serve the hurt to certainly permanently kill your impact. The scourge that surges surgically, words they're purged so perfectly, it curses your nerves with diversity. Their mercy is built to attack.
Ooh. Ooh.
If you want some credibility, make me into a celebrity. Show your face so everyone can see. Tell everyone why you're obsessed with me. Guy won't stop. I've been begging you for years. Stop. And you clearly fear about me, and make the video where you're setting the stage to steer those regretting the way we revere. The cheering we're way too busy to go below the chosen surface to expose the no-win circus that certainly show your instability. Your nose is so open it perfectly serves to show why you lack ability. Guy won't stop. Guy won't stop.
So much better with headphones. And you get the
TBG
bass.
won't stop giving credit where credit is due. Thank you, Flux Pavilion. TBG.
Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Oh. Anyway, 6 viewers, 14 likes. It all makes so much sense.
I can't see where you're coming from, but I know just where you're running from. What matters
I love the cosplay.
once you stop you from falling from your ladder.
Anyway, you guys have to look up Mishnah 54. It's the thing. It's what you need to pay attention to. It's
How's this?
that's how this works.
Songs like this when it's no longer necessary. Besides, if you want to hear something that says nothing, just put on literally anything that's allowed.
Not half as much cock as you smoke all day. Cock smoker.
You're as dumb as Magilla Gorilla in both concept and execution. If you're thinking vanilla, you don't reject the Trump confusion, infecting the illusion you choose to call your reflecting the improvement you should be using to debone the bullshit chicken on the who condones worse to Palestinian whose heart blown up just for fun. It's well known
We got
that will
the
come
blackface,
as one
Julie
would cut off
Andrews,
the
I
head
think.
of the monster they've become.
It's what's her name? What is her name? The one from Wizard of Oz. What's her name? Yeah. No, what's her real name? The actress. Yeah, doesn't matter. Judy Garland, nice job.
Innocence is removing our deliverance when princes sit in power. We improve when we're forgiving since permission.
That's Judy Garland in blackface.
Aren't the cartoons on TV supposed to entertain us? The buffoon we clearly see seems like such an ignoramus. Like balloons being used to achieve terror is a story that's made famous. It's all controlled by thieves, therefore removing them is painless. Twumps like Elmo Fudd when he squatted in his top hat. Something of the dirty bugs me like
Anyway,
yeah,
so I'm gonna go. You guys have a great day. You get all the links in the description. Go check it all out. Don't forget to like, share, and sub this video. Like, share, and sub the Facebook page. Yada, yada, yada. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. Most importantly, pedophiles, kill yourselves.